Chapter 107. Who are you? How dare you speak so arrogantly in front of me? Upon hearing Linley's voice, Watchman, who had been prepared to kill Linley, turned his head to look in Linley's direction. His eyes were filled with anger as he asked Linley. A person who is about to die dares to speak to me like this? Has this world gone mad? Linley's serious words sounded like mockery in the hearts of others. When the old man heard this, he was instantly enraged. He raised the sword in his hand and pointed it at Linley. Brat, I don't know why they call you young master, but since you have a relationship with the Donzong sect, you are destined to die here today. At this time, Lin Rei acted as if he didn't hear the old man's words. He turned his head and looked at the traitors. His eyes were filled with cold killing intent. It turned out that when the old man was about to kill, Lin Rei had already arrived and called the black dragon over. As for the little golden dragon, Lin Rei had already taken it into the cloud pagoda. You all have already made your choice. I can't blame you, but since you chose to oppose me, Lin Rei, then don't blame me. Looking at these traitors, Lin Rei wanted nothing more than to kill them. However, after thinking about the nascent soul cultivators and the old man, Lin Rei restrained himself. Who are you? How dare you talk to us like this? Aren't you just an intermediate golden core cultivator? Do you think you are at the nascent soul stage or higher? Do you think you can still leave today? With the Sun Sect's ancestor here, you. With a thud sound, the man who had cursed at Linley collapsed to the ground, his hands clutching his neck. Blood was pouring out from his neck. Seeing this, everyone present was stunned. Lin Rei coldly snorted. He didn't even look at the corpse on the ground. His cold eyes swept across the crowd, causing them to shiver. Impudent! You actually dare to kill the disciples who came to seek refuge with us in front of me. I see that you truly do not wish to live anymore. At this time, a mid-nascent soul stage old man saw that the disciple who just came to join them was killed. In order to play a good role, he rushed towards Lin Rei with a cold light in his hand. There are quite a lot of people who aren't afraid of death. Since that's the case, I won't refuse anyone. Black Dragon, I'll leave it to you. The moment Lin Rei finished speaking, he went to the place where Dan Yunzi was. He squatted down and treated Dan Yunzi's injuries. As for Black Dragon, after hearing Lin Rei's command, his body turned into a ray of black light and rushed towards the old man who rushed over. Pang! With one move, the old man who had rushed over disappeared without a trace. What was left was a pool of blood and some minced meat. You actually. When Sun Zong saw the development of the situation, the smile on everyone's face instantly disappeared without a trace. At this moment, whether it was Sun Zong or the disciples who betrayed the Donzong sect, they all looked at the black-clothed man standing on the pool of blood with a frightened expression on their faces. A stifling feeling rose from their bodies. As for old ancestor Sun Zong, who was standing in the air and observing everything, his face turned serious. He sighed in his heart. Looks like we're in trouble this time. I didn't think that the Donzong sect would have such a strong background. They were actually able to invite a cultivator of this level. Even I can't guarantee my own death against a mid-nascent soul stage cultivator, let alone this kind of minced meat. At this moment, he felt regret in his heart. He regretted following the words of the current sect leader and attacking the Donzong sect. Senior, I'm really sorry. I didn't know that the Donzong sect was under Senior's care. I'll pay for all the losses, as long as Senior doesn't kill me. At this moment, the people in the air were terrified. They looked at Hei Long and hurriedly went to him and begged for his forgiveness. When they saw this scene, they were scared silly. This was especially true for old ancestor Sun Zong and the disciples who betrayed the Donzong sect. At this moment, they even had thoughts of suicide. Hei Long didn't even look at them. Instead, he turned his gaze to Lin Rei, who was currently fighting with Dan Yunzi. I can't make the decision on this matter. If there's anything you need, go find him. If he says he'll let you go, then I won't say anything, but I won't let you go. Hei Long, this matter is not negotiable. I said that since you've made a choice, then you must pay for your choice. Oh right, there's one more thing. Those who offend my sect will be killed without mercy. Originally, when the old man heard Hei Long's words, a trace of hope appeared in his heart. However, when the old man was about to go find Lin Rei to plead for mercy, Lin Rei's voice was heard. His voice was filled with killing intent. It was obvious that this matter was unavoidable. I understand. Hei Long nodded in agreement after hearing Lin Rei's words. The old man standing in front of Hei Long was shocked. There was a trace of panic in his shock. The betrayers and old ancestor Sun Zong were even more terrified. This was especially true for old ancestor Sun Zong. Previously, he had said that he would destroy the Danzong sect. Now, he had brought irreparable destruction to his own sect. No, let's talk about it. I'll give you whatever you want. As long as you let me go, I'll give you whatever I have. At this moment, when Hei Long made his move, the old man completely panicked. He originally thought that he could break through to the final level, but he did not expect that he would fall here today. His eyes were filled with unwillingness, but what was the use? Poof! A sword appeared in Hei Long's hand out of nowhere. The sword was inlaid with black scales. At the same time, it faintly emitted a black light. It was very strange. Hei Long quickly and straightforwardly arrived in front of the old man and killed him instantly. At this moment, Lin Rei was observing the situation. He bought Hei Long to kill the old man. After observing, Lin Rei discovered that the old man's blood had been absorbed by Hei Long's sword. Now, only a withered skin was left. Hiss! Lin Rei's mouth went cold. His eyes were filled with shock. He had never seen a weapon like this, let alone a weapon that could absorb the blood of its victim. This matter really broke the knowledge that Lin Rei had learned when he came to the profound sky continent. This won't do. When I have time, I must ask Hei Long the trick to that face of his. Looking at the black sword, Lin Rei's eyes were filled with reluctance. Ding dong. Congratulations, host. Your subordinate has killed an upper body integration stage cultivator. However, the reward can only be ordinary because you didn't personally kill him. The reward is 20 million spirit herbs, 2 fragments of the invincible divine spear, gather 10 fragments to upgrade at once, and 1 9 heavens mysterious art. The 9 heavens mysterious art is a supreme mantra in the god realm. Of course, it has never appeared in the god realm. It can be said to be an unopened mantra. This mantra can only be cultivated by people with outstanding talent. Otherwise, it will bring irreparable harm to the cultivator. Originally, Lin Rei was admiring the weapon in Hei Long's hand when the system notification rang out. When he heard the generous rewards, Lin Rei's eyes lit up. But it was quickly concealed by Lin Rei. No one noticed it. I didn't think that I would be able to get a reward from those people who ate pills and killed people. Although it's only a portion, not bad, not bad. It seems I'll have to cultivate more people like this in the future. Young master, thank you for saving my life. If it wasn't for you, this subordinate would have already died. Lin Rei, who was happy about the reward, came back to his senses when he heard Dan Yunzi's voice. And not bad. You were willing to sacrifice your life to protect the sect. This is what I admire the most about you. I heard everything you said just now, so you're not bad. Ah. Hearing Lin Rei's words, Dan Yunzi looked at Lin Rei with a confused expression. He wanted to ask what he meant by, I heard everything you said. Ah, perhaps you don't understand what I'm saying. When you first started fighting, I was already here. What? Young master, you're saying you were already here when we first started fighting? Then why? Alas, it's not that I didn't want to help, but since I came to the sect, I noticed that there are a lot of black sheep in the sect. I don't want such a sect. Moreover, this time I came back to establish a sect. If such people enter my sect, it will only corrupt it. So I want to use this incident to sift out those black sheep, and the remaining elites will be selected by my sect. My selection criteria is that I don't care how good your aptitude is, I only want people who are loyal to the sect. So this is a trial that I set. Only those who pass the trial will be qualified to enter the sect that I'm about to establish. In my sect, I will use resources that they can't imagine to cultivate them. So, after hearing Lin Rei's words, everyone present was shocked. They didn't expect that this teenager in front of them would have such wisdom. What was even more unexpected was that Lin Rei had the idea of establishing a sect. Yes, young master. I'm willing to disband the Danzong sect and join the sect that young master is about to establish. After hearing Dan Yunzi's words, all the elders who were still alive expressed their stance one by one. As for the disciples who were still alive, they looked at this scene with a dumbfounded expression. The man's mind was blank, and he seemed to have short-circuited. Well, since you have such a heart, Then move as much as you can. This is the second trial that I'll give you. Get up, get up. Those traitors and invaders, as long as you kill them all, one of you will be able to enter my sect. Lin Rei's words aroused the hot-blooded anger in the hearts of the remaining people of the Danzong sect. At this time, they were full of enthusiasm, and everyone seemed to be full of energy. They raised their weapons and rushed towards the remaining disciples, elders, and traitors who were killed by Hei Long. A bloody massacre began. This incident caused a sensation in the entire western region, and it left a deep impact on people millions of years later. From then on, Lin Rei's name began to spread throughout the entire profound sky. However, his reputation wasn't that good. Some people named Lin Rei as Helajura, and some even called Lin Rei a demon. However, these were all stories for later. At this moment, the entire front of the Danzong sect was filled with killing, weapons clashing, cries, and begging for mercy. If a name had to be given, it would be the Western Symphony of Death, and Lin Rei was the composer of this Symphony of Death. There weren't many sects in the western region to begin with. Moreover, the Danzong sect and the Sun sect were the two giants in the western region. The battle between the two sects quickly attracted the scattered small sects in the western region. They came to pick up the scraps, and some even came specifically to watch the show. However, when they arrived, they all regretted it. What they saw was a line of inhumane killing. It was a hell on earth that they had never seen before. With the help of the nascent soul, Supreme Elder, and Hei Long, as well as the remaining few hundred disciples of the Danzong sect, the battle ended very quickly. Looking at the blood-soaked ground and the broken limbs on the ground made everyone vomit. The disciples who finished the battle didn't feel it during the battle, but after the battle ended, all of them held their stomachs and vomited at the same time. Even the higher-ups of the Danzong sect were the same, except for Hei Long and Lin Rei, who were still standing upright. Sigh, Lin Rei, I don't know if it's right for me to help you like this. This is much more than the number of people I've killed before. Aren't you afraid that you'll be punished by the thunder tribulation when you go through the tribulation in the future? Lin Rei stood in place and watched everything that just happened indifferently. There was no emotion in his eyes. At this moment, Hei Long came over and looked at Lin Rei's appearance. He couldn't help but persuade him. Thunder tribulation. Not to mention thunder tribulation, even if it's thunder tribulation, what's there to be afraid of? Cultivators have always been going against the heavens. Blindly enduring or restraining oneself is not the Tao I want. I didn't expect you to be so involved. No wonder you can be so carefree. After hearing Lin Rei's words, Hei Long couldn't help but be angry. Oh right. Since you're a dragon, what do you think of the golden dragon? Hei Long originally wanted to leave, but after hearing Lin Rei's question, he turned around and looked at Lin Rei with eyes full of questions. That's it. After saying that, Lin Rei directly summoned the golden dragon. However, this time, the golden dragon was only a foot-long little golden snake. However, this scene caused Hei Long to be filled with shock. His eyes were wide open and filled with fear. How do you have this? Seeing Hei Long's stuttering voice, Lin Rei smiled. He had never seen Hei Long act like this. I subdued this inside the cloud pagoda. Just like you, it will leave once the time is up. However, I believe that at that time, even if I chase you away, you won't leave because you can't break through the seal outside the profound sky continent and go to the immortal world. Chapter 108. Lin Rei. Oh Lin Rei, I really can't see what kind of secrets you're hiding. Whether it's the person who controlled me, the pills that controlled these people, or the golden dragon that appeared in front of me now, there aren't many people in the Tianqian continent that I admire. But you're one of them. You're too serious. I'm just a lucky person. There's nothing special about me. Hearing the black dragon's words, Lin Rei's face revealed a trace of pride. However, Lin Rei hid it very well. No one present noticed Lin Rei's abnormality. All right, Black Dragon. Now that the disciples of the Sun sect who attacked the Danzong sect have been killed, there's no need for the Sun sect to remain. I'll have to trouble you to lead them to completely destroy the Sun sect. Then, bring back all the treasures of the Sun sect. A sentence full of murderous ambition came out of Lin Rei's mouth so easily. If it weren't for Lin Rei's age, people would definitely think that there was a cold-blooded devil living in Lin Rei's body. Good. I admire your decisiveness. I'm now looking forward to how far you can grow in the future. After saying that, The black dragon directly went in the direction of the Sun Sect. Behind him, Bai Yu and the other elders also chased after him. Dan Yunzi, go and count how many disciples are left in the Danzong sect. Also, immediately clear up the unstable factors. I don't want to see such things happen again in the future. After saying that, Lin Rei rode on the flying sword and rushed to his small courtyard. He was so fast that he was like a stream of light that streaked across the sky and flew into the distance. After hearing Lin Rei's order, Dan Yunzi checked one by one. After a while, Dan Yunzi filtered out more than 30 people from the 200 people. Seeing this scene, Dan Yunzi was very surprised. If it weren't for Lin Rei's reminder, these people would have successfully infiltrated the reorganized Danzong sect. That would have been a great sin. Leaving the 30 people with ulterior motives behind, Dan Yunzi arranged for the others to clean up the scene. Although many people died, they were still cleaned up by the 100 disciples. The remaining 30 people were also dealt with by Dan Yunzi. After doing all this, Dan Yunzi tidied up his luggage and headed to the inner part of the Danzong sect. As for the black dragon who was heading to the Sun sect, he sped up. After arriving at the entrance of the Sun sect, he began to kill. As long as it was someone he saw in the Sun sect, he would not leave them alive. As for the elders who came later, they only plundered the treasures of the Sun sect. The speed was very fast. Originally, the Sun sect had already sent out all the elites this time. Those who stayed in the Sun sect were either powerless or their relatives who were killed in the Danzong sect. After a while, the black dragon released his body and waited until there was not a single Sun sect disciple in the Sun sect before he stopped the killing. Say, Senior, our cultivation is still shallow. We are still unable to detect the location of the treasures in the Sun sect. We hope that Senior can help us. At this moment, Bai Yu walked up and bowed to the black dragon respectfully. There was not a trace of disrespect in his tone. Even his voice was not as loud as before. All right. Looking at Bai Yu's attitude, the black dragon did not refuse. Lin Rei had already told him before he came here. After saying that, the black dragon released his consciousness. In an instant, the black dragon's consciousness enveloped the entire Sun sect. Wherever the black dragon's consciousness went, not a single bit of privacy would appear in the black dragon's mind. After a while, the black dragon's eyes narrowed and he lifted his feet, intending to go deeper into the Sun sect. After a while, the black dragon arrived at the main hall of the Sun sect. Wow, this Sun sect is indeed imposing. Just this main hall alone is not only built with a precious refining material, but there's also a level 4 spirit gathering formation here. How extravagant. It's much more imposing than your Danzong sect. After arriving at the main hall and seeing everything in the hall, the black dragon turned his head and said to Bai Yu who was following behind him. Yeah. After all, the Danzong sect is not good at martial arts. Usually, we can only use medicinal pills to exchange. After hearing the black dragon's words, Bai Yu could not help but reveal an awkward expression. All right, I'll stop fooling around with you. The thing you want is under that seat. As for how you want to get it, that's your problem. What about me? I'll take my leave first. Go back and tell Lin Rei that if he wants to find me, he can find me at Royal Pill City's Bai Yun Pavilion. I'm a frequent visitor there. After saying that, the black dragon's figure faded out of everyone's sight. After hearing the black dragon's words, all the elders, including Bai Yu, revealed a helpless expression. They could not understand why the black dragon liked to go to that place so much. All right, if everyone wants to see it, let's hurry up and get the thing and report back to the young master. After saying that, Bai Yu took the lead and came to the side of the only seat in the main hall. He activated his cultivation technique and attacked the seat with all his might. Pang! The seat did not change at all. Instead, white feather was bounced off the seat. Seeing this scene, Heavy Duty was shocked. What's going on? We know the strength of Grand Elder Bai Yu. Moreover, the Grand Elder clearly used his full strength. Even a severed soul stage cultivator would not dare to take it head-on. I didn't expect. Forget it. Don't say any more. I don't believe it. If we gather all our strength and attack with all our might, I don't believe that the seat won't be damaged. When the first elder saw that everyone was hesitating, he hurriedly gathered everyone together and threw them towards the seats together. Bang! After a loud sound, everyone looked at the seat that was being attacked with anticipation. Ha! I knew it. Isn't it just a seat? With everyone's combined strength, we can't break it. Seeing that the entrance was opened, everyone couldn't wait to rush in. Along the way, there were all kinds of traps and poisons. There were only things that one could not imagine and nothing that one could not see. Finally, everyone arrived at the treasure pavilion where the treasures were stored. My God. Is this still a first-rate sect? I think this is comparable to the first-rate sects in the central continent. When the elders arrived at the treasure pavilion, they saw the scene before them. Not only were everyone stunned, they all stared at the things in front of them that they had never seen before. They even doubted why Sun Zong did not dare to discover such a worldly treasure. Cough, cough, cough. Everyone quickly keep it. Don't let the young master wait too long. After all, Bai Yu had seen the world, so he woke up after a short while. He walked over to the treasures and collected them while speaking to the elders who were in a daze. When he spoke, there was a trace of spiritual energy in his voice, as if he was afraid that the elders who were immersed in their fantasies couldn't hear him. Haha, okay. Everyone woke up and no longer had any greed in their eyes. They used their storage rings to keep the treasures in front of them. At this moment, they were very happy. They were happy that today was a blessing in disguise. They thought that they were going to be killed, but now, not only did they destroy someone else's sect, they even came to the treasure pavilion of someone else's treasure pavilion to collect their treasures. Everyone moved very quickly. They cleaned out every corner of the treasure pavilion, leaving nothing behind. After they were done, they left the searching sect and flew towards the alchemy sect. At this moment, Lin Rei was suffering. He thought that he could rest when he returned to his courtyard. However, he did not expect Wan Yu to come here early after knowing that Lin Rei had returned. She was waiting for Lin Rei to take the bait. Haha, little Wan Yu, let me go. I won't dare to do it again. Didn't I bring you a junior brother when I came back? I've already thought about it. I'll let your junior brother practice with you in the future. Look, I've just come back and I'm tired. Let me rest for a while. When I'm done resting, I'll come and talk to you. What do you think? At this moment, Lin Rei was very sad. On the way back to the courtyard, he had already decided that he would sleep as soon as he returned. He did not expect to meet Wan Yu. What was even more depressing was that Wan Yu was angry because Lin Rei had not returned for such a long time. She was bored to death and blocked the door, not allowing him to enter. Master, where have you been these days? Uncle Xiao Tian came back and told me that you were missing. Do you know how sad and scared I was? I came back here every day to wait for you to come back. But you didn't come to see me when you came back. The first thing you did when you came back was sleep. Looking at Wan Yu's appearance, Lin Rei wanted to die. However, in order to get rid of Wan Yu's entanglement as soon as possible, the only thing Lin Rei could do was to compromise and satisfy all of Wan Yu's desires. Okay, don't cry. Tell me. Master can satisfy whatever you want. How about when Master establishes a sect, I'll confer you the title of Saintess. Seeing Lin Rei's appearance, estranged, who had followed Lin Rei back, felt very absent-minded. At this time, Lin Rei did not look like the murderous master from before. Instead, he looked like a father who was coaxing his child. His tone was gentle, and his eyes were full of doting. This is what you said. You can't go back on your words. If you do, I'll tell others. I'll say that my master Lin Rei is a bad guy who doesn't keep his promises. Seeing Wan Yu finally speak, Lin Rei knew that things would be much easier. His face was full of smiles as he looked at Wan Yu. Okay, now that Master has promised you, let Master go in first. Master hasn't been paying attention these days. Look at Master's dark circles. Although Estranged knew that Lin Rei was joking, when she saw Lin Rei pointing at her eyes, she felt that Lin Rei was really naughty and adorable. Oh, by the way, tell Tian Yun and Ming to wait for me. Also, tell them to bring the children to me. As for your junior brother, Master will leave him to you. Do whatever you want. Just remember, don't kill him. Having said that, Lin Rei did not wait for Wan Yu's response. He immediately activated the system's teleportation skill and disappeared before Wan Yu's eyes. When he reappeared, he was already in front of his room. Master, you tricked me again. Looking at this scene, Wan Yu knew that she had been deceived by Master. She wanted to go in and clarify things with Lin Rei, but was stopped by estranged. Senior sister. Don't disturb Master. These days, Master has been really tired in order to rush back. It's not good for you to be so unreasonable. With just one sentence, Wan Yu, who wanted to go in and find her master, was pulled back. She turned her head and looked at the junior brother that her master had just brought back. A bright light flashed in her eyes. She took a big stride forward, grabbed his estranged hand, and madly ran into the distance. At this time Lin Rei, who had just entered the room, was afraid that Wan Yu would come in and cause trouble for him. Therefore, he had been using his divine sense to observe Wan Yu's every move. However, he did not expect that estranged, who had been silent all this time, would speak up to defend Lin Rei and scold Wan Yu. Seeing this scene, Lin Rei, who was lying on the bed, mourned for estranged for 3 full seconds. Then, he withdrew his divine sense and closed his eyes, falling asleep. The elders who went to look for the sect had all returned to the sect. However, after knowing that Lin Rei had fallen asleep, they did not rashly come to disturb him. Instead, they handed over their storage rings to Bai Yu and returned to their respective rooms. As for Wan Yu, according to Lin Rei's instructions, she pulled estranged to the place where Ming and Tian Yun were training. Young miss, estranged has something to tell us. Ming and Tian Yun, who were busy training their disciples, stopped what they were doing when they sensed Wan Yu's aura. They walked up to Wan Yu and asked respectfully, "Don't call me that. Young miss, I'm not used to it. Just call me Yu or like Uncle Tian, or Wan Yu is fine too." Pa! After hearing Wan Yu's words, Ming and Tian Yun immediately knelt on the ground and said to Wan Yu, "Rules cannot be broken. After all, you are Master's disciple. It is only right for us to call you Young Mississippi." Wan Yu sighed when she saw Ming and Tian Yun's reaction. She shook her head and did not care about it anymore. "All right, all of you stand up. I am here on my master's orders. Take your disciples and wait in front of Master's door. When Master wakes up, he wants to see the results of your training." "What? Master is back?" When the two heard Wan Yu say that Lin Rei was back, they did not hide the excitement on their faces. Yes, yes. We will take our disciples to Master's residence in a moment. Young miss, we will take our leave first. After saying that, Ming and Tian Yun went to the place where the disciples were training. They led the 100 disciples to the door of Lin Rei's room and waited. The news of Sun Sect's annihilation and Dan Sect's destruction instantly spread throughout the entire Tianxian continent, regardless of whether it was the central continent or the northern continent. As Lin Li's name was spread by everyone, he instantly became a household name in the entire continent. There was no one who did not know that a 15-year-old child had actually given the order to annihilate tens of thousands of people. When everyone heard Lin Li's name, they had a premonition in their hearts that Lin Li's future achievements would not be underestimated. Chapter 109. The appearance of Lin Rei's name sent the entire Tianxian continent into an uproar. The originally peaceful situation was thus broken. Everyone was speculating about Lin Rei's background. Even the sects and empires of the central continent sent people to inquire about Lin Rei. After returning to the Danzong sect, Lin Rei returned to his room and slept for 3 days. Time passed quietly just like that. The people who inquired about Lin Rei's background investigated for a long time but found nothing. No one knew where Lin Rei came from. From then on, all the sects and empires paid close attention to Lin Rei and the Danzong sect. 3 days later, Lin Rei finally woke up from his sleep. The first thing Lin Rei did when he opened his eyes was to change his clothes and stretch his body. Then, he opened the door and walked outside. "We have brought 100 children brought back by the great elders of the Danzong sect. We are here to report the results of these disciples' cultivation to the young master." "Greetings, young master." The moment the sleepy Lin Rei walked out, he heard the deafening voices. Instantly, Lin Rei woke up. Seeing the scene in front of him, Lin Rei smiled. Not bad. Everyone has reached the upper stage of foundation establishment. Not bad. I didn't expect you to work so hard these past few months." The moment he saw the 100 disciples, he released his divine sense to investigate the children's cultivation. After seeing this, Lin Rei revealed a manly expression. "Yes, we have obeyed the young master's orders. We didn't dare to slack off for a moment and supervised the disciples' cultivation day and night. Most importantly, The Donzong Sect Master has sent us pills. These past few months, they have never stopped. I saw it. I saw the results of your cultivation over the past few months. I am very satisfied. As he spoke, Lin Rei walked in front of the 100 disciples. Looking at these future pillars of the Xuanzong sect, he felt extremely gratified. You may not have seen me before, but what I want to say is that you are all the future geniuses of the Xuanzong sect. As long as you work hard, I will choose 2 elders and a few enforcers from among you. As for those who are special, don't blame me for not reminding you. You are all the same and have the same status. No matter who you are, as long as you cultivate to the level I want in advance, you will be rewarded. These encouraging words came out of Lin Li's mouth. Everyone who heard Lin Li's words felt as though they had been detonated by an atomic bomb, causing a huge uproar. Young Master, is what you said true? Can we, the disciples, have the chance to achieve the things and status you speak of? At this moment, a submissive voice rang out from the front. Hearing this voice, Lin Li's gaze turned to the front. A young man with delicate features and a skinny figure appeared in Lin Li's line of sight. He was a little short in stature. That's right. I admire your courage. What I said is true. As long as any of you can reach the level I want in advance, you can take the position of elder at any time. After receiving confirmation, all the children present jumped up in excitement. Seeing this scene, Lin Rei felt a sense of loss in his heart. Tianyun, Ming, you are very good. When I return, I will reward you. Take them away first. When I return, I will make further arrangements for your people. Yes, young master. After saying that, Tianyun saw that Lin Rei had already disappeared. Tianyun brought the 100 disciples back to their original cultivation area. After handing over the mission, Lin Rei rode on his flying sword and flew towards the Great Assembly Hall. Lin Rei arrived at the Great Assembly Hall very quickly. He raised his foot and walked in. Seeing the elders and Dan Yunzi who were already waiting for him, Lin Rei revealed an embarrassed expression. Cough, cough, cough. Cultivators have waited for a long time. Because I just returned, there was nothing I could do. It's fine, young master. We also just arrived. Hearing Lin Rei's words, Dan Yunzi hurriedly tried to smooth things over. All right. Now, tell me what good things you took back from the Sun sect. After saying that, Lin Rei went to the sect master's seat and sat down. Young master, we really did have some gains this time. The main credit is because of that senior. If it wasn't for that senior, we really wouldn't have been able to obtain the Sun sect's treasure so smoothly. Hearing Bai Yu's words, Lin Rei's eyes flashed. He began to plan in his heart, but on the surface, he looked at Bai Yu with a serious expression. Take out the things you plundered from the Sun sect first. Take out all the ingredients for concocting pills and order people to concoct pills overnight. As for the rest, we will distribute them separately after I establish the Sun sect. Hearing Lin Rei's words, everyone smiled happily. When they heard that he was going to take out all the simple ingredients they had obtained from the Sun sect to concoct pills, the elders who lived by concocting pills were overjoyed. In the next 2 days, I want you to organize all the finances of the Donzong sect, so that it will be convenient for us to go to the sect's new land of fortune. What? Young master, are you saying that you want to give up the Donzong sect's current sect and choose another place to be the new sect master? Upon hearing Lin Li's plan, everyone's faces changed, revealing troubled looks. Lin Li could tell that they had been free here for tens of millions of years. They had long since grown attached to every blade of grass and every tree here. That's right. We want to leave this place. Do you think that everything will be fine after we destroy the Sun sect? You should know that the Sun sect is just a sect without any challenge. Moreover, the other sects are now interested in annexing our sect that doesn't have many elites. If we don't leave now, do you want to be annexed by others or be destroyed by others? Hearing Lin Rei's words, everyone seemed to have been enlightened. At this moment, their hearts were cold, and the cold sweat on their backs had already soaked their clothes. Sigh, young master is still thinking far ahead. With the current strength of the sect's disciples, even a third-rate sect can easily destroy us. If it wasn't for that senior who offended us and helped us, perhaps we would have been dead by now. Dan Yunzi said the truth in his heart. All the elders nodded in unison with a look of shame on their faces. All right, As for the new land of fortune of the sect, let's build it in the Ling Tian Forbidden Zone. The spiritual qi there is abundant, and there are many demonic beasts living around it. It will be convenient for the disciples to cultivate. Lin Rei's words shocked everyone present. They never thought that Lin Rei would be in a place as dangerous as the Ling Tian Forbidden Zone. Although the spiritual qi there was dense, it was undeniable that if there was no murderer there, it might really be a good place to build a sect. All right, this matter is settled. When the time comes, you won't question my choice. Also, send someone to find Hei Long, tell him that there is a new task for him. After speaking, Lin Rei didn't give anyone a chance to speak. Instead, he walked out of the hall alone. The elders and Dan Yunzi in the hall originally had some doubts, but in the end, they chose to believe in Lin Rei. As for Bai Yu, she went ahead to the Royal Pill City to find Hei Long. It's time to establish the sect. I just don't know how much experience points I can get from establishing the sect now. While thinking about flying to Wan Yu's palace, he also thought about how much experience points he could get from completing the task. With his current experience points, 600 million was only enough to raise his strength. You haven't even established the sect yet, and you're already thinking about getting the experience points from completing the task? You're always like this, thinking about unrealistic things every day. While Lin Rei was fantasizing about the experience points, a basin of cold water directly washed away the experience points. Mother Fastress Kerr, little dragon, are you crazy? I've already told you to go to the toilet. Don't wake me up at this time. You're always like this. Do you think it's good? After regaining his senses, Lin Rei looked at the little dragon in front of him. He pointed at the little dragon's nose and scolded it. Humph, you're still talking about it. I'm here to remind you that establishing a sect isn't something you can just do as you wish. First of all, establishing a sect requires people. The total number of people in your sect doesn't exceed 500. You want to get experience points with this number. Tell me, isn't this just a pipe dream? Lin Rei, who was still angry, suddenly woke up after hearing the little dragon's analysis. Also, establishing a sect requires a great sect protection formation. Although the Danzong sect's Great Sect Protection Formation is the trashiest formation, didn't it still last for 2 days? Therefore, a Great Sect Protection Formation is indispensable. Also, with your and those people's current strength, it's impossible to take back the Cloud Pagoda. Then, my suggestion is to find the Black Dragon and let him be the Xuanzong sect's divine guardian beast. At the same time, you can also let the little golden dragon in the Cloud Pagoda quickly increase its strength and strive to reach the combination realm within a year. Only then can it have a place in the Tianxian continent. After hearing the little dragon's thoughts and suggestions, Lin Rei couldn't help but admit that he was really too meticulous. He was much more meticulous than he thought. Alright, I remember that there are great sect protection formations in the exchange center, right? Yes, there are, but with your current exchange points, you can at most exchange for one that's slightly better than the Danzong sect's Great Sect Protection Formation. Yes, I understand. After saying this, Lin Rei went to Wan Yu's residence. As soon as he arrived, he heard Wan Yu's voice begging for mercy. Junior brother, let me go. I won't dare to do it again. If Master finds out that you bullied me, Master will definitely punish you. Hearing this, Lin Rei quickly walked in. As soon as he opened the door, he saw that Alienation had already used a spell to freeze Alienation. Alright, stop messing around. Hurry up and pack up. We're going to leave the sect and go to another place. Once we're there, Master will definitely make a training plan for you so that you can quickly increase your strength. That way, you won't lose Master's face. After speaking, Lin Li began to walk outside. Alienation followed him out. As for Wan Yu, she was still frozen there by Alienation, not moving at all. Let's go. Come back with Master. After saying this, Lin Rei brought Alienation to his courtyard. He turned his head and said to Alienation, Alienation, Master still has things to do. Find a place to stay first. Once we're in the new sect, Master will explain to you what you don't understand. Yes, Master. Hearing Lin Rei's words, Alienation obediently went to the room next door, while Lin Rei returned to his own room. Time passed quickly. During these 2 days, it was very lively inside the Danzong sect. Everyone knew that they were going to the new sect, so they all moved and helped to move things. Dian Wei and Bai Qi, who had gone out to gain experience, came back. They heard that the Danzong sect was besieged, so they hurried back to help. However, when they came back, they learned that the Sun sect had been destroyed a few days ago. What's more, Dian Wei and Bai Qi came back with hundreds of disciples. These were all orphans that they had chosen when they were on the Tianxian continent. They were all chosen according to the method that Lin Rei taught them. All of them had good spiritual roots, and there were even dozens of children with best spiritual roots. Seeing this, Lin Rei was very happy. What made Lin Rei most happy was Dian Wei and Bai Qi. After experiencing the edge of life and death for several months, their cultivation had improved greatly. Originally, they were in the Foundation Establishment realm, but now, they had reached the Upper Gold Core realm. Today was the day they left the Danzong sect. On this day, everyone came to the gate of the Danzong sect early. Everyone was in a heavy mood, especially Dan Yunzi, the elders, and the original disciples of the Danzong sect. In their hearts, this place had long become their home. They were really reluctant to leave. Well, Black Dragon, after we leave, destroy all the buildings and halls here. Don't leave anything behind. When you're done, go to the Ling Tian Forbidden Area and find us. When you arrive at the entrance of Ling Tian, I'll ask someone to lead the way for you. Okay, I got it. Hearing Lin Rei's words, Black Dragon agreed without hesitation. Then, Lin Rei led everyone to fly towards the Ling Tian Forbidden Area. Everyone carried a few people on their swords. Their speed was very fast. At this time, the sky hadn't really brightened yet, so not many people noticed them. As for Black Dragon, he followed Lin Rei's instructions and flew above the Danzong sect. He used all his strength to destroy all the buildings here. As for those who heard the commotion, they all came to see. Before the sky brightened, the entire Tianxian continent already knew about this scene. As the saying goes, good news never leaves the house, but bad news spreads for 1,000 miles. This sentence was not wrong. Everyone thought that the people of the Danzong sect had offended someone important and was exterminated. They didn't know that everyone in the Danzong sect had already arrived at the Ling Tian Forbidden Area. Chapter 110. Young Master, I don't know where we should go now. The demonic beasts in the Ling Tian Forbidden Zone are extremely powerful. Even I wouldn't dare to rashly go in. Moreover, there are so many of us this time. I'm afraid, when they arrived outside the Ling Tian Forbidden Zone, Dan Yunzi asked Lin Rei worriedly. However, before Dan Yunzi could finish his sentence, he was interrupted by Lin Rei. Alright, since I've chosen to establish a sect in the Ling Tian Forbidden Zone, I must have my reasons. As for the reason, I can't tell you all. However, don't worry. No one can do anything to you here. Moreover, I've already scouted this place. It's not far from where we'll be establishing our sect this time. There aren't any powerful demonic beasts along the way. Therefore, you all don't have to worry. After he finished speaking, Lin Rei turned his head and gave everyone a reassuring look. Then, without saying anything else, he directly looked for a direction and started walking in that direction. Everyone chose to believe in Lin Rei. On the way to the new location of the sect, no one spoke. It was very quiet. As for Hei Long, who had stayed behind to wreak havoc in the Danzong sect, he was very efficient. Not long after Lin Rei entered the Ling Tian Forbidden Zone, he followed Lin Rei's scent and tracked him down. When everyone saw Hei Long, they all consciously opened up a path. Hei Long also went to Lin Rei's side without hesitation. Haha, I really don't understand you. Why can't you choose a good place to establish your sect? Everyone knows that the Ling Tian Forbidden Zone is good. However, do you know why no one dares to set their sights on this place? That's because there's something here that they're afraid of. Even if I'm at the peak of the tribulation stage, I can't guarantee that I'll be able to kill that thing. Do you know? Lin Rei smiled and didn't say too much. The moment the Black Dragon returned, he tried his best to persuade Lin Rei. However, Lin Rei acted as though he didn't hear him and continued to smile all the way to the valley. This valley was something that Lin Rei inadvertently saw when he came back from the Cloud Pagoda. After that, he decided to leave. This valley was surrounded by mountains on all sides. First, he had to use his flying sword to enter. Second, Lin Rei took a fancy to the rich spiritual qi here. Third, there were a lot of bodyguards here. Moreover, he could go out and gain experience. Most importantly, Lin Rei had the Cloud Pagoda. After hearing Dan Yunzi's report, Lin Rei decided to establish the Nine Heavens Xuanzong Sect here. Ah, I didn't expect you to be so good at finding places. You actually managed to find such a secluded place. When everyone saw where they would be living in the future, their eyes lit up, revealing looks of yearning. This was especially true for Black Dragon, who was even more shocked. There were mountains and rivers here, and the spiritual energy was extremely dense. Most importantly, there seemed to be a natural formation here that had a concealing effect. What do you think? I came here for the good geographical environment, for the right time, place and people. I can feel that there are so many natural treasures here that I can't count them all. More importantly, if the disciples want to go out and gain experience, they can do it at the door. This way, the number of deaths and injuries can be reduced. After hearing Lin Rei's idea, everyone gave him a thumbs up. They nodded and praised Lin Rei. All right, hurry up and refine some palaces. Once the sect is established, we'll officially let the disciples live there. The palaces must be big. We don't lack materials. As for the disciples, I think that's enough. I only want elite cultivators. I don't want those useless people. Quality is more important than quantity. So go and get busy. As for those disciples who have nothing to do, all of you can sit on the ground and rest. Yes, we will listen to young master's instructions. After hearing Lin Rei's instructions, everyone began to get busy. Those who received the mission all went to get busy. As for those who didn't receive the mission and had low cultivation, they all sat down according to Lin Rei's instructions. Hee, Black Dragon, you see, your cultivation is the highest here. Shouldn't you also contribute to the matter of refining the palaces? You still have a long way to go. You don't want to live in a bad place in the future, right? Listening to Lin Rei's shameless words, Black Dragon wanted to die. He never thought that Lin Rei could be so shameless. Phew brat. Sigh, forget it. What you said is not without reason. After saying that, Black Dragon went to White Feather's place and started refining the palaces. Needless to say, with Black Dragon's help, the process of refining the palaces really sped up a lot. Seeing this scene, Lin Rei smiled, revealing a smile of someone who had succeeded in his scheme. Everyone went to do their own things. Lin Rei went to the system space and used his exchange points to exchange for the Sect's protection array. Xiaolong, hurry up and come out. Help me take a look and see which of these arrays is better. After entering the system space, Lin Rei opened the exchange store. Looking at the many arrays in front of him, he didn't know which one to choose for a while, so he asked the system spirit. Oh, it's not easy. If I remember correctly, this is the first time you've spoken to me like this. Just as Lin Rei finished speaking, a figure appeared in front of Lin Rei out of thin air. His eyes were full of self-abuse as he spoke to Lin Rei. All right, don't put on airs. Hurry up and help me take a look. I want a powerful array that can be taken away at any time. Hurry up and help me see if there are any. Let me tell you, I only have 150,000 exchange points. You have to look carefully. At this moment, hearing Lin Rei's words, the little dragon didn't refute him. Instead, he turned around and seriously helped Lin Rei choose. Not long after, he picked out 3 arrays that met Lin Rei's requirements from the exchange store. Your requirements are a little strange, but fortunately, the system is invincible. I really found the trashiest ones. Lin Rei knew that the little dragon was using this opportunity to despise him, but for the sake of the array, Lin Rei had to hold back. He smiled and asked the little dragon. Good little dragon, you're the best. Since you know, then hurry up and tell me. Hearing Lin Rei's words, the little dragon's body trembled inadvertently, and he said unhappily, Oh damn, don't talk like that. I can't stand it. Alright, these 3 spirit designs all have their own effects. Let's take this Azura Raging Flames design for example. It belongs to a killing array. As long as the array is activated, it won't be a problem to kill a mid-mocking realm cultivator. Even a peak-mocking realm cultivator can be trapped. Oh, is it that powerful? After hearing the little dragon talk about the first array, Lin Rei's face was filled with excitement, but when he thought about the other 2, Lin Rei couldn't help but be curious. The second one is the Water Ridge Universe Array. This array is even more amazing. Although it's not a killing array, its attack power is still very strong. It belongs to the defensive type of array, and it's famous for its resistance to attack. Even a loose immortal can't break through it. As for its attack power, at most, its attack power is only at the peak of the crossing tribulation realm. Damn, this is the trashiest array. If it's a little better, how powerful will its attack be? Lin Rei was extremely shocked. He didn't think that the trashiest array in the system would have such an effect. The third one is more powerful than the first two. It's the cage array. The greatest effect of this array is its defense. Its defense can be said to be stronger than any array in the Tianxian continent. Not only its defense, but also its attack power. However, the biggest drawback of this array is that it's too powerful. I'm afraid that you won't be able to control it with your current strength, so. Hearing the 3 arrays introduced by the little dragon, Lin Rei's heart fluctuated greatly. Each array was very powerful, and Lin Rei wanted each array. However, Lin Rei knew that it was impossible, so at this time, he was extremely proud in his heart. Xiaolong, what kind of array formation do you think I should choose?
After listening to your introduction, the choice in my heart is always erratic. With that, Lin Rei shook his head hard, trying to clear his mind, and his voice was full of helplessness.
Hee, I haven't said their prices yet. What are you worried about? Really? This sentence directly pulled Lin Rei back from his choice. For a moment, Lin Rei's anger surged as he said to the little dragon. You bastard, why didn't you say so earlier? You made me worry for half a day. Humph, did you give me a chance to speak? Looking at Lin Rei's appearance, the little dragon felt a burst of joy in his heart. Especially when he saw Lin Rei's anger, the little dragon felt even happier. If it's up to me, you should choose the first 2. As for the last one, when you have enough strength, I will remind you. The first 2? Lin Rei answered with a face full of smiles. However, he didn't get the last one, so Lin Rei couldn't help but feel a little disappointed. Damn, you should be satisfied. If you throw any one of these 2 into the Tianxian continent, it's possible to destroy a sect in an instant. Do you know that? Alright, I got it. Since I've already gotten what I wanted, I'll take my leave first. Lin Rei got what he wanted, so he didn't have any intention to stay here. As for the little dragon's words, Lin Rei didn't listen. He said goodbye to the little dragon and then returned to reality. As for the 2 arrays, they had already appeared in the system's inventory. The exchange points had also decreased a lot because he bought the 2 arrays. Originally, he had 150,000. After buying the arrays, he only had 3,000 exchange points left. This made Lin Rei speechless. Opening his eyes, Lin Rei saw a brand new valley. Originally, there were only mountains and rivers in the valley. Now there were many huge palaces. Seeing this scene, Lin Rei smiled. The people who were refining the palaces had also finished refining and sat in place to recover their spiritual energy. Phew, since it's done, let's start. Today, I must complete the creation of the sect. 10 billion experience points. Wait for me. You'll be mine soon. After speaking, Lin Li drove directly to the center of the valley and took out the 2 formations he had purchased from the system. Spiritual energy continuously flowed into the 2 formations, causing them to grow larger and larger. In the end, they covered the entire valley. Lin Li then formed a seal with both hands and set up the 2 formations in the middle of the valley one after the other. Boom! After the formation went underground, the entire valley began to shake. The people who were originally cultivating or resting all stood up one after another after sensing the changes in the valley. Their eyes focused on their surroundings. Don't worry, young master is building an array for the valley. This array is really big and powerful. Even I may not be able to break through it. Right at this moment, the black dragon, who had been resting with his eyes closed, opened his eyes. After inspecting, he laughed and told everyone what had happened, telling them not to panic. At this moment, Lin Li had returned as well. Well, now the entire valley has been wrapped up by my array. Even a Mahayana realm expert can't take advantage of it. When they arrived at the gathering point, Lin Li explained the matter of setting up the formation to them. The look of confidence on his face as he spoke caused them to believe his words without a shred of doubt. Young master, the palaces have been built. I don't know what we should do next. You've done a good job. You don't have to worry about the rest. Leave the rest to me.
Hearing Dan Yunzi's words, Lin Rei directly interrupted him, then turned around and went to the deepest part of the valley. He stopped, looked around, and nodded with a smile.
And here it is.
After saying that, Lin Rei directly took out the cloud pagoda from the system. Then, he found the right direction and directly placed the cloud pagoda there. The moment the cloud pagoda landed, it began to expand until it was as tall as the valley.
The cloud pagoda stopped.
What? Young master really obtained the cloud pagoda? When everyone saw the cloud pagoda, they were all shocked. Their voices were filled with disbelief. Artifact spirit, can you erase the 3 words cloud pagoda and replace it with 9 heavens Xuanzong Sect? Lin Rei didn't know the expressions of the people behind him. At this moment, Lin Rei only wanted to establish the sect, then complete the mission and obtain the mission reward.
Yes, but this will cause you to suffer a backlash. I don't know if you're still willing. A loud voice rang out.
Immediately, everyone present was shocked because treasures with artifact spirits were generally not ordinary. The lowest grade artifact spirit was an immortal artifact.
All right, since you can change it, then hurry up.
As for the backlash, it doesn't matter. As soon as he finished speaking, Lin Rei saw the 3 words on the cloud pagoda begin to blur, replacing them with the words in Lin Rei's mind. As soon as the 4 words 9 heavens Xuanzong Sect appeared, Lin Rei's chest tightened and he coughed up a mouthful of blood. Young master, you. What happened to you? At this moment, Ice, who was standing behind him, saw Lin Rei coughing up blood. His body was on the verge of collapse and he immediately rushed forward to support Lin Rei. His eyes were filled with worry.
Cough. Cough cough, I'm fine. This is merely the backlash of the cloud pagoda. It will pass quickly. Looking at Ice, Lin Rei didn't tell the truth. Instead, he hid his true injuries.
Today, I, Lin Rei, will officially establish my sect in the profound sky continent. From today onwards, I will let the name 9 heavens Xuanzong Sect resound throughout Hongmeng.
No one will be able to stop me.
If anyone tries to stop me, then tell me, what should I do? At this moment, Lin Rei stood in front of the cloud pagoda and swore to the heavens and earth. He swore to the people of the 9 heavens Xuanzong Sect. His hair fluttered without any wind. Adding the blood he spat out. His lips were stained with blood. He looked like a demon god, overflowing with domineering aura and extraordinary might.
Kill, kill, kill.
After hearing Lin Rei's question, everyone couldn't help but shout in unison. Immediately, the entire valley was filled with an austere aura. Chapter 111. Rumble. Rumble. When Lin Rei made his vow to the heavens, thunder rumbled in the sky and dark clouds covered the sky. It was as if Lin Rei's vow had been approved by the heavens.
What's going on? This phenomenon hasn't appeared in a long time.
After so many years, why is it still happening? Could it be that someone... This strange phenomenon attracted the attention of all the influential people in the Tianqian continent. When they saw the strange phenomenon, everyone's face revealed a serious expression. As soon as the phenomenon appeared, all the major powers, regardless of whether they were sects, empires, or ancient hermit clans, sent people to search for the source of the phenomenon. Linley, who had only wanted to see the phenomenon, was currently enjoying the thrill of completing his mission.
Phew! I completed the mission at noon. The system ordered me to complete the mission within 5 years.
There are still 3 years until the deadline. 2 years ago, I was still worried about this matter, but now I've completed it ahead of time. At this time, Lin Rei was standing in front of the cloud tower, thinking about what happened when he first accepted the system. His heart was filled with emotions.
Humph! Don't be so smug.
The sect has been established, but you have to make sure that it won't be destroyed in the next 3 years. With your current cultivation, it's still too early to talk about this. Lin Rei was already used to the little dragon situation, so he didn't say anything. Ding dong! Congratulations to the host for completing the task of establishing a sect within 5 years. The reward is 10 billion experience points. With the host's current body, it can't handle so much experience points. So as long as the host strengthens the body and realm in the following time, the host will break through to a higher realm very quickly.
1,000 soul controlling pills. The system's reward notification sounded. After Lin Rei heard it, he was very excited, but he didn't show it on the surface. Little guy, if you're happy, then be happy. Every time you show a dead man's face, I really look down on you. At this time, the little dragon felt that Lin Rei's true thoughts were enough. He couldn't help but show a look of disdain on his face and said to Lin Rei, "It's none of your business. Go do whatever you need to do. I've just established my sect and there are still many things waiting for me to do." Hearing Lin Rei's words, the little dragon rolled its eyes at Lin Rei and then disappeared. Lin Rei also recovered from his daze. Looking at the disciples in front of him, Lin Rei felt incomparably carefree. Well, the sect has been established, but I don't want to appear so soon. With the current strength of the sect, I think I don't need to say it. Therefore I feel that in the next year, everyone will go into seclusion. I will give you the best medicinal pills, the best cultivation methods, the best magic arts and martial skills for you to cultivate. In the next year, you must do your best to raise your cultivation to the highest level. Wow! After hearing Lin Rei's decision, everyone present was shocked. They thought that after the sect was established, they would send out a few powerful disciples to make a name for themselves in the Tianxian continent. However, this was very different from what they expected. Well, from now on, the Danzong sect will be the alchemy branch of the sect. It will be the most important branch of the sect. Dan Yunzi will be in charge of the branch elders. As for the specific allocation, we will discuss it after a year. There are also the assassination, refining, training, inner and outer sect, law enforcement, information, and the most important combat division. Of course, the sect doesn't have enough people right now. I will gradually fill up these divisions. Now, the most important thing is to go into seclusion. In the next 9 days, I will show you the main sect of the Xuanzong sect. You can start from the first floor or go to other floors. However, only the elders of the Xuanzong sect, me, and my personal disciples can enter the 7th, 8th, and 9th floors. As for cultivation methods, martial skills, and medicinal pills, I will have people give them to you on time. Yes, Sect Lord. We will remember Sect Lord's instructions. After hearing Linley's plan, everyone's faces revealed looks of joy. Okay, now you can all go in. As for the disciples who have just joined the sect, you will be personally taught by Qi and Yan Wei. With that, Lin Rei opened the Cloud Pagoda. With Lin Rei's permission, everyone began to walk into the Cloud Pagoda. Lin Rei had already given the promised medicinal pills and cultivation methods to Yan Wei and Bai Qi. As for the others, because the people of the Danzong sect had already practiced their own cultivation methods, Lin Rei didn't give them any good cultivation methods. It wasn't that Lin Rei didn't want to give them any, but that if the disciples wanted to practice the cultivation methods given by Lin Rei, they would have to cripple their own cultivation first. Wan Yu, Shu Yuan, Lin Tian, Dong Xiaonan, you guys don't need to go in. I will take you to the 9th floor. I have something to give you. With that, Lin Rei's spirit force wrapped around the 4 of them and they were instantly brought to the 9th floor of the Cloud Pagoda. When the 4 of them arrived at the 9th floor and saw the scenery and the spiritual energy, they couldn't help but reveal looks of envy in their eyes. They looked at Linley reluctantly. Okay, I will take you to the 8th floor. Although the spirit force there isn't as dense as here, it isn't bad. After Lin Rei finished speaking, he took out a book called Illusionary Sword Art from his storage ring and handed it to Dong Xiaonan with a serious expression. Brother, this sword art is a very powerful and profound martial technique. If you are willing to work hard and cultivate it, coupled with the Danzong sect's cultivation methods, I believe your future will be limitless. This is all I can help you with. The rest is up to you. Looking at the illusionary sword art in Lin Rei's hand, Dong Xiaonan's eyes were filled with excitement. He took the sword art and spoke to Lin Rei. Don't worry, you've already helped me enough. Originally, I wanted to give up on cultivation, but now that I've met you, I'm full of confidence in cultivation. Don't worry, I'll work hard to cultivate and become a powerful helper for you. After that, Dong Xiaonan walked to the 8th floor, leaving only Lin Tian and the others. Sit down. There are no outsiders here, so there is no need to be nervous. Seeing the tense atmosphere, Lin Rei broke the tense atmosphere and sat down. Hearing Linley's words, Lin Tian and the other 2 revealed relaxed expressions as they sat down. However, Wan Yu was the most relaxed of them all. She directly walked over to Linley's side, grabbed Linley's arm, and smiled as she spoke to Linley.
Master, look. I am your disciple. If I go out and get bullied by others in the future, won't you be embarrassed? So, haha. Everyone laughed when they heard Wan Yu's words. Especially Lin Rei. He didn't know whether to laugh or cry. He really didn't think that this girl would learn to be like this. Okay, I know. I left the three of you here to give you something that can save your lives in the future. With your current cultivation, not to mention going out, even in this small place in the West, you might not have a chance of winning. Haha, I knew it. Master said that we are the closest. Master, give it to us quickly. Hearing Lin Rei's words, Wan Yu couldn't wait to shake his arm and acted coquettishly. Hi, with your temperament, if I give it to you first, I don't know how many people will be taken advantage of in the future. Looking at the way he was feeding his eldest disciple, Lin Rei couldn't help but sigh and shake his head. Okay, let's not talk nonsense. What I'm going to give you next are two cultivation techniques called Dragon Subduing Step and Level 3 Incineration. These two cultivation techniques are incomparable to any other cultivation technique in the Tianxian continent. So, after I give it to you, you must not use it to harm the innocent. If I know that these two cultivation techniques harm people, at that time, I will personally take back all your cultivation and expel you from the sect. Although he was going to give them these two powerful cultivation techniques, Lin Rei didn't want them to use them to run amok. So, he told them the consequences of the matter in advance. After the three of them heard this, they stopped laughing and revealed an expression of wanting to go. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. It's fine as long as you don't offend anyone. Then, I'll tell you about the power of these two techniques. The Dragon Subduing Step has a total of 3 stages. The first stage can increase your cultivation by 1.5 times when compared to a cultivator who is 1 level higher than you. Cultivating to the second stage is the same, but the speed is indeed 2 times higher, and cultivating to the third stage can indeed increase your cultivation by 1.5 times compared to the second stage. The speed of the speed is unparalleled, and this technique does not exist in the Tianxian continent. It's the only one. If you cultivate it successfully, and with the dragon's blood as a guide, you can cultivate a dragon's soul and step on a dragon's soul. If all the disciples in the future are able to cultivate it, how explosive would the scene be? And the level 3 incineration is also composed of 3 stages, but each stage has many moves. The 3 stages are the extreme wind, extreme heaven, and extreme incineration. These 3 stages can only be used by those who have a certain degree of control over their own spirit roots. Moreover, this martial technique is already close to the heavenly Tao, so the cultivator must be extremely harsh on themselves to be able to cultivate it successfully. If they don't cultivate it diligently, then they won't be able to cultivate it in their lifetime. After the 3 of them heard Lin Rei's introduction, their eyes were filled with determination. They were even more certain that they would definitely learn these 2 cultivation techniques. It just so happens that all of you meet these conditions. Your aptitudes are all top-notch, so don't worry. As for the dragon's blood needed for the dragon subduing steps, I will get it for you. So after I pass it to you, you have to work hard and cultivate. Don't waste these 2 cultivation techniques. Yes, Master, young Master. We will definitely follow young Master's teachings. Hearing the 3 of them, Lin Rei smiled and nodded. Then, his left hand's finger instantly pointed at the hearts of the 3 of them. Suddenly, some golden runes were transmitted from Lin Rei's finger to the 3 of them. Soon the cultivation techniques were transmitted to them. Alright, the cultivation techniques have been passed to you. Next, it will depend on your own efforts. Cough cough, cough cough. Suddenly, Lin Rei's complexion paled. He couldn't help coughing up blood and his entire body trembled. Seeing this scene, the 3 of them came to Lin Rei's side and asked with concern. Master, young Master, what's wrong? Are you feeling unwell? Seeing Lin Rei's appearance, the 3 of them were incomparably anxious. However, they were powerless and could only wait. Cough. It's nothing. It's just that I forcefully erased the 3 words of the Cloud Pagoda and received a backlash from the Cloud Pagoda. It's nothing serious. Alright, you all can cultivate here. I will go into seclusion first. During my seclusion, don't disturb me. After saying that, Lin Rei stood up and walked towards the depths of the 9th floor. On the way, Lin Rei felt a burning sensation in his heart. It was incomparably unbearable. Soon,
Lin Rei arrived at the cultivation area of the previous generation of the Cloud Pagoda. He sat down with one hand on his chest and the other on the ground. His face revealed a painful expression. Little Dragon, during this period of time, I will have to trouble you to call me Little Dragon when you get fatter. I know your ability. Hearing Lin Rei's request for help, the little dragon didn't say anything. It sat to the side as if it was waiting for something to happen. Thank you. After saying that, Lin Rei closed his eyes and began to cultivate seriously. His cultivation technique and the devouring cultivation technique both operated at full speed. Immediately, the surrounding spirit energy began to madly gather with Lin Rei as the center. Slowly, 3 days passed. Lin Rei's injuries were healed after crazily absorbing spirit energy in the past 3 days. At this time, Lin Rei was full of spirit as he sat there, looking at the little dragon who had protected him for 3 days. His eyes couldn't help but reveal a grateful expression. Well, the most important thing now is to quickly increase your cultivation. There are so many experience points. I believe that when you come out this time, you will definitely reach a height that you can't imagine. But before that, don't you want to go in and take a look at your information? There have been earth-shattering changes there. Lin Rei originally wanted to say something, but after hearing the little dragon's words, he suspiciously entered the system space. Check information. Shwa! A light flashed in an instant. The light became brighter and brighter until Lin Rei had to close his eyes. When he opened his eyes again, Lin Rei saw his information. However, the difference was that the surroundings were originally pitch black and he couldn't see anything. At this time, there were green mountains and clear water, and his personal information appeared in the sky. Name, Lin Rei. Age, 15. Cultivation, middle stage gold core experience, off the charts, spiritual roots, thunder, fire, wood, earth, for chaos spiritual roots talent, peak of spirit severing cultivation technique, chaos scripture first layer, incomplete, devouring heavenly technique, growable, Hongmeng alchemy, entry cultivation technique, cloud art, emperor cultivation technique, martial skills, butterfly steps, entry level, stellar finger, proficient, silent thunder spear art, high profound rank, martial skill, now practice to entry level, can produce 3 lightning bolts, myriad sword art, heaven rank, spiritual treasure, martial emperor godly spear, high level spirit chi, growable, myriad magic sword, no grade, myriad beasts furnace equipment, cloud treading boots, high grade spiritual artifact, purple cloud Taoist robe, high grade spiritual artifact, purple cloud inner armor, high grade spiritual artifact, purple jade crown, low grade immortal artifact, mount, red flaming taiga, lower nascent soul, lucky draw wheel, 9 champion draw system. The champion draw opportunity has been used up. This system has been permanently sealed. Reputation points, 80,000 exchange points, 3,000 spiritual stones, 0 earth level alchemist, 1,000,050,000, top spiritual medicine, heaven and earth treasures, 50 kilograms of purple gold nephrite, 50 kilograms of purple gold sandside mission. Within the next 5 years, taken 5 of the best disciples. Each disciple must have top-notch aptitude. In 5 years, your disciples must make a name for themselves in the entire mysterious heavenly mainland. If you can't complete it in 5 years, you'll be erased by the system. Just like the previous mission. Pills, 30 body strengthening pills, 200 soul gathering pills, 50 foundation establishment pills, 11 mind control pills, 1 breakthrough pill, and 11 nascent breakthrough pills. 2 adversity surpassing pills. 1,000 mind control pills. Chapter 112. Little Dragon, what's going on? Didn't I only have 3 types of spiritual roots? Why do I have a golden spiritual root now? Moreover, wasn't my innate talent top-notch? Why did it change now? Lin Rei was dumbfounded when he saw the changes in his information. He thought that the changes that the little dragon was talking about were only changes in the amount of experience and tasks. But the result was this scene that appeared in front of him. I'll explain this phenomenon to you in the future. It's not just a change now. When your cultivation reaches a higher level in the future, there will be more changes. You have to be mentally prepared for this kind of thing.
I can only say that what's happening to you is something you'll never be able to imagine, or perhaps something you don't dare to imagine." After saying this, the little dragon closed his eyes as if to say, "Don't ask me, I won't tell you even if you ask." "Humph, you're always like this. When I ask you about this matter, you always refuse to answer. I really don't know what's going on in your head." After saying that, Linley did the same as Xiaolong, closing his eyes. The only difference was that Linley was closing his eyes to combine the experience points he had obtained to increase his cultivation. With his previous experience in cultivation, Linley's cultivation speed was as fast as lightning. As Linley's cultivation was improving rapidly, Bing, Fate, and Tianyun, who were summoned by Linley, also improved along with Linley, except for Jian Wei by Qi and Red Lotus, who were in a coma. Lin Rei wasn't the only one who increased his cultivation. In the Cloud Pagoda, all the disciples were rapidly increasing their cultivation. Cultivation methods, martial skills, and martial skills were very precious in the outside world. But in the Cloud Pagoda, everyone had a cultivation method, martial skills, and even more martial skills. Even medicinal pills were eaten by everyone. If this scene was seen by outsiders, they would definitely be greedy and kill people to rob them. Time was something that couldn't be grasped but also wanted to be kept. Time passed by like a white steed flitting through a crack. 1 year. An entire year's time quietly disappeared just like that. During this year, many major events happened. A month after Linley went into seclusion, a sect suddenly rose up in the central continent. It was called the Kunlun Sect. As soon as this sect appeared, it crushed all the other sects and empires in the central continent with its powerful resources. From then on, it became the #1 sect in the central continent. No one dared to offend it. Some people even suspected that the founder of the Kunlun sect was not a native of the Tianxian continent. As for the phenomenon caused by Lin Rei a year ago, after many sects failed to find anything, they gradually forgot about it. However, searching for the Cloud Pagoda had become a matter that everyone in the profound sky continent was busy with. It turned out that after the Kunlun sect used their powerful resources to suppress the sects and empires of the central continent, they issued a notice saying that if anyone could find the Cloud Pagoda and provide clues, the Kunlun sect would promise to help that person reach the realm they wanted. If they could obtain the Cloud Pagoda and hand it over, they would be able to obtain the position of Vice Sect Master of the Kunlun sect. Once this news spread out, whether it was sects or empires, all of them began to frantically search for the Cloud Pagoda. As for the main character, Lin Rei, he was even more amazing. Originally, he had already reached the mid-Jindan stage within a year by relying on the experience he gained. Moreover, he had broken through to the peak of Golden Core on the same day that he went into seclusion. In half a year, Lin Rei constantly strengthened his body and realm. Using the 10 billion experience points, he directly entered the peak of Golden Core and began to break through. Lower stage of nascent soul, middle stage, upper stage, lower stage of out-of-body, middle stage, upper stage, lower stage of spirit severing, upper stage of mid-stage, lower stage of body fusion, and finally lower stage of body fusion. Lin Rei only stopped when he reached the lower stage of body fusion. After he finished cultivating, Lin Rei looked at the information in the system. His vision turned dark and he directly fainted. When he woke up, it was already the afternoon of the next day. It turned out that Lin Rei saw that his experience points had risen to a terrifying level, so there was such a situation. However, after thinking it through, Lin Rei also felt relieved. After seeing that the speed of cultivation improvement was not fast, Lin Rei gave up cultivating and began to work hard to find a breakthrough in the alchemy world. Everything was going smoothly, and Lin Rei was also very excited. However, suddenly, after Lin Rei broke through to the peak of Earth-level alchemist, he could no longer break through to the next realm. No matter how many times he tried, and even Lin Rei did not hesitate to ask the little dragon for help, but in the end, Lin Rei was disappointed. He did not get the answer he wanted from the little dragon. From then on, Linley began to crazily refine pills, all for the sake of increasing his alchemy experience in order to achieve a breakthrough. But after half a year of struggle, Linley had practically refined all the pills he could refine, but in the end, he still hadn't achieved a breakthrough. Phew, still no breakthrough. A year's time has quietly passed. There's only 1 year left. Only 1 year. I don't know if I can break through to heaven-level alchemist. If I can, then Red Lotus can wake up. If not then, opening his eyes,
Lin Rei thought about Red Lotus's lifespan, and his eyes were filled with helplessness and sadness. Hee hee, Lin Rei, don't be discouraged. Go out and take a look. Who knows, maybe you can break through outside. Even your cultivation can break through. There's no need to sit here and refine elixirs. Just as Lin Rei was thinking about Red Lotus in a daze, the little dragon emerged from the sky and said to Lin Rei, "Hey, what you said is not without reason. I hope that in the next year, I can break through to my ideal level." Hearing the little dragon's words, Lin Rei said with a self-deprecating smile. A look of despair appeared in his eyes, but it was quickly replaced by determination. "Well, in this year, I have broken through to the lower stage of the unification stage. I wonder how their cultivation is." After saying that, Lin Rei used a teleportation skill that could be used together after reaching the unification stage. When he arrived in front of his two disciples and saw that they were cultivating with their eyes closed, Lin Rei wanted to go elsewhere to take a look, but the two of them opened their eyes. "Ah, Master, when did you come out of seclusion? In this year, you didn't come to see me. Do you know how much I miss you?" Suddenly, after seeing Lin Rei, Wan Yu, who was originally sitting on the ground, became excited and instantly came in front of Lin Rei. She hung upside down on Lin Rei's body and acted coquettishly. "Okay, come down. Master came this time to relieve your boredom. But I'll make it clear in advance. Unless you can reach the height I want, don't think about anything else. Go into seclusion for another year." Lin Rei, who was originally full of smiles, completely changed in the next moment. As the saying goes, you change your face faster than flipping a book. It was probably referring to Lin Rei. "Hee hee, then Master, watch carefully." With a boom sound, a surge of explosive power exploded out from Wan Yu's body. Lin Li, upon sensing Wan Yu's aura, was astonished. "I didn't expect it. I didn't expect you to be able to reach this level in a year. And not bad. I'm now at the peak of the nascent soul stage, but I don't know why. After I reached the peak a month ago, I can no longer feel the opportunity to break through to the next realm." Hearing Wan Yu's words, Lin Rei knew that this was the result of only knowing how to break through and not understand the realm. Fortunately, it wasn't too late to find out. I know this situation. That's because your realm isn't high enough. You need to train at the edge of death in order to make a breakthrough. Otherwise, Lin Rei didn't say anything else. Instead, he shifted his gaze to alienation. When alienation saw Lin Rei's gaze, he already knew what Lin Rei meant. Boom! An aura that was even more powerful than Wan Yu's was revealed. This caused Lin Li to feel shocked. He did not expect a strange to have made such great progress. For a cultivator at the lower stage of Anidia to be able to reach the middle stage of out-of-body stage within a year, that was an extremely monstrous talent. The two of you are very hard-working, so Master has decided to let you experience the continent on your own and make a name for yourselves. If someone asks you who your master is, you can say that it's Lin Rei, the sect master of the Nine Heavens Xuanzong sect. Ah, really? We can really go out and experience the world? After hearing Lin Rei's decision, Wan Yu jumped up excitedly and confirmed with Lin Rei. That's right. Right now, you fellows have lost the ability to protect yourselves. Additionally, you fellows have been cultivating instead of experiencing life and death. If you don't walk on the edge of life and death, I fear that your future accomplishments will not be good. Besides, I don't want my good disciples to become trash. After hearing this, Wan Yu pulled alienation and jumped up in joy. He was originally a child, but he had been locked up here for a year. This was very rare. Everyone, listen up. The 1-year time limit is up. Immediately gather at the Sect Square. I'll give you 3 minutes. If anyone dares to be late, let's go. Let's go out. With that, Lin Rei wrapped Wan Yu and alienation with his spirit force and brought them to an open space in front of the Cloud Tower. For cultivators like Lin Li, 3 minutes was just the blink of an eye. It did not take long for everyone to arrive at the open space as per Lin Li's request. Not a single one of them exceeded Lin Li's deadline. Seeing that, Lin Li was very happy. The first thing a sect had to look at was the rules. As the saying goes, without rules, there would be no order, right? Very good. All of you are very good. You were all able to arrive within the time I set. This makes me feel very gratified. I hope that all of you can continue to maintain this. Today,
I called everyone here to see how much you have gained in this year. After he finished speaking, everyone present felt a terrifying oppressive aura pressing down on them. Instantly, everyone's body felt numb. It was as if they were being pressed down by a huge boulder. It was incomparably heavy. When the original Danzong sect elders and Dan Yunzi felt this pressure, the first thing they thought of wasn't the pressure, but the person releasing it. How is this possible? It's only been a year since we last met. I didn't expect Sect Master's cultivation to reach such a high realm. I'm really ashamed. Sect Master only used 1 year, but you used several hundred years. Truly, at this point, the original Danzong sect elders all lowered their noble heads in shame. Slowly, everyone present, with the exception of Hei Long, could no longer bear Lin Rei's pressure and bent their bodies. Some people even directly laid on the ground, but this wasn't a common occurrence. Haha, not bad. To be able to reach such a level in a year, I'm very much looking forward to your future. I hope you won't disappoint me. Linley withdrew his pressure and hurriedly smiled at the crowd. As for those who were lying on the ground, they hurriedly stood up, their faces filled with shame. They lowered their heads, as though they were afraid that others would see them. Next, the control of all matters in the sect will be handed over to Bai Yu. If you have any problems, you can look for him. As for those disciples who want to go out and train, you can look for Bai Yu. If he agrees, you can go out and go to the outer area of the Ling Tian Forbidden Area. If anyone dares to go against me, I think I don't need to say more. You should know how I do things. When the crowd heard Lin Rei's words, they couldn't help but feel a cold wind blow at the back of their heads. They all shrunk their heads and quickly nodded in agreement. When Bai Yu heard Lin Rei's words, he was stunned. Now, I'll tell you the rules of the sect. First, all disciples of the Xuanzong sect can go out and train. However, you are not allowed to kill innocent people, burn, kill, or rob. If I find out, kill. Second, you are not allowed to cause trouble. This doesn't mean that we are afraid. If that person is the one who started it, you can rest assured that the sect will be your strongest backing. However, if things aren't as you said, and you bullied others, kill. Third, after the disciples of the Xuanzong sect go out, they are not allowed to take things from others, except for things that have no owner. As the saying goes, if you don't take advantage of others, you are a bastard. However, if I find out that you stole someone's life or owed someone something to confuse the public, kill. These are the rules that I have set for the sect. If anyone dares to violate them, kill, kill, kill. When the crowd heard Lin Rei's rules, their faces were filled with nervousness and fear. Especially when they heard the word kill, they could clearly feel the murderous aura emanating from Lin Rei's body. It was so thick that it could even condense. All right, you can all disperse. If anyone still wants to go in and train, you can cancel Elder Bai Yu's appointment and let him give you a rank. Yes, we will definitely listen to the sect master's arrangements and remember the rules of the sect. We will never violate any of the rules of the sect. Hearing everyone's words, Linley only smiled and didn't say anything. Turning around, Linley led Wan Yu, Alienation, and Black Dragon subordinates to the newly built assembly hall. On the way they were all silent. No one dared to say a word. The atmosphere was very strange. Chapter 113. Lin Rei led a group of people to the newly built conference hall. After pushing open the door, Lin Rei saw an extremely luxurious palace. To put it bluntly, this palace was many times more luxurious than the previous palace of the Danzong sect. Lin Rei had specially instructed Black Dragon to refine this palace using the best materials. Every wall in the hall was inlaid with high-grade spirit stones. In the middle of the larger hall, there was a small level 3 spirit gathering formation. Moreover, the materials used to make it were even better. For example, Tianqian sand, raging flamestone, and even a fingernail-sized piece of Xiantian living soil that Lin Rei had obtained. Every item here was enough to make people in the entire Tianxian continent go crazy. No sect or ancient sect in the Tianxian continent could compare to this. Looking at the construction of this palace, Lin Rei smiled and nodded. Then, he took the lead and sat down on the sect master's seat in the conference hall. Looking at the important people who followed him, Lin Rei nodded and let them sit down. Today, those who are present are either my disciples, my good brothers, or my loyal subordinates. There are no outsiders here. Everyone here is my trusted aide. Hearing Lin Rei's words, everyone's eyes were filled with gratitude. Looking at Lin Rei, who was sitting on the sect master's seat, they secretly swore in their hearts that they would only be loyal to Lin Rei for the rest of their lives. Perhaps you don't know this, but when I went to the Pill sect, I was ambushed by someone. Furthermore, at that time, that person's strength was that of an overlord. It was because of that ambush that the woman I loved the most was injured while protecting me. Even now, she's still in a state of coma. At that time, I asked someone to take a look at her. My lover only had 3 years left to live, but it is not completely impossible to save her. As long as I can reach the nascent soul stage within 3 years and find a heaven-grade alchemist, she can be saved. You have seen that my strength has surpassed the nascent soul stage, but until now, I have not found a heaven-grade alchemist. Now, I only have 1 year left, so I want you to help me. No matter where you go, you have to help me find out. Even if there is no heaven-grade alchemist, at least find some clues. As he spoke, Lin Rei's eyes dimmed, and a sorrowful and chagrined expression appeared on his face. This scene made Bing's heart ache. Not only Lin Rei, but also Jian Wei and Bai Qi had the same expression. They were companions and friends who had fought together. Now that they thought about it, how could they not feel sorrowful? Sect Master, when the two of us were training, we heard about such a thing. Lin Rei, who was sitting on the main seat, raised his head and kowtowed after hearing Bai Qi's words. With a serious look of hope, he looked at Jian Wei and Bai Qi and asked excitedly, "Oh, what is it? Is there any clue about a heaven-grade alchemist, or how to break through to the heaven grade?" Seeing the excited look on his master's face, Bai Qi hurriedly explained to Lin Li what he had unintentionally overheard during his training. Here's the thing. When the two of us were not far from the central continent, we heard that alchemists relied on the strength of their mental strength to make a breakthrough. Later, we heard that there was a group of people who were born with strong mental strength living on the Tianxian continent. If you want to make a breakthrough or look for them, you can go to the central continent and see if it's true. However, I can't guarantee it, because I only heard the general idea. After hearing Bai Qi's words, Lin Li's face revealed an excited expression. What Bai Qi had said was very true. Alchemists were able to become alchemists because they had cultivated a strong spiritual force. Only with a strong spiritual force could one break through to become an alchemist. Therefore, Lin Li was certain that what Bai Qi had said was 100% true. Tell me, what kind of people are born with mental strength? Where do they live? What kind of people are they? When Lin Rei heard that there was hope for him to break through to the heaven grade or find a heaven grade alchemist, he couldn't wait to ask Bai Qi a lot of questions. The group of people who saw Lin Rei's expression were all dumbfounded. In their minds, Lin Rei had always been a very calm person. I heard that they are from the elf clan. Because of their unique appearance and their close relationship with nature, they have a name. They are called the favored children of nature. In the Tianxian continent, everyone wants to get their hands on an elf. However, because of this, the elves have sealed off their clan. However, someone once went to the elf clan and wrote down the coordinates of their clan. It said that they are in the central region of the middle continent, a place called the Black Forest. That's right, there is such a place, but there is a powerful formation there. Unless someone can avoid the formation and directly enter, even a Mahayana realm cultivator will lose their life inside. After Bai Qi finished speaking, Black Dragon, who had been silent all this time, spoke up. At the same time, a solemn expression appeared on his face. Really? That is to say, as long as I can enter, I will be able to see the elves. That way, I will be able to obtain their help and become a heaven-grade alchemist or find a heaven-grade alchemist. After hearing Bai Qi and the Black Dragon's words, Lin Rei could no longer sit still. After learning that Hong Lian could be saved, Lin Rei could no longer sit still. Although Lin Rei's body was sitting here, his soul had already flown into the Black Forest. I can, but I heard that although the elf race is very gentle, after being captured and killed by cultivators in the past, the elf race will not listen to any explanations and will kill humans when they see them again. After learning that there was a way to save Hong Lian, Lin Rei simply did not listen to any explanations. So, okay, I know about this matter. I gathered all of you here this time because I will be going out to train, so I will assign you tasks. After hearing Lin Rei's words, everyone looked at Lin Rei as if they already knew. As for me, my current cultivation realm can't be broken through just by sitting down and cultivating.
Therefore I thought about it when I was in seclusion. This time, not only me, but also some of you will go out to experience the world. For example, Wan Yu is now in the nascent soul stage. As the saying goes, although the flowers in the greenhouse look beautiful, if they don't experience some wind and rain, they will be easily broken. After hearing Lin Rei's words, everyone present nodded in agreement. Among them, Wan Yu was the happiest. She had always dreamed of going out for a walk, and now her dream had finally come true. Ming, Tianyun, Hebing, the three of you will stay in the sect to train the newly recruited disciples. I want you to select 100 children with strength, perseverance, and loyalty within a year and train them into assassins of the Dark Department. I want them to become the right-hand men of the sect. As for the enforcers, similarly, select 50 people from the disciples you have previously trained and have them quickly improve their cultivation so that they can become enforcers. As for Ming, you will be the leader of the Dark Department, and Tianyun, you will be the leader of the Dark Department. After handing over the mission to the three of them, Linley saw the look in their eyes. He felt that it was the right decision to leave the mission to them. And then, Linley turned his gaze to the Black Dragon. Looking at the Black Dragon, Linley thought for a long time before finally speaking. Black Dragon, you are a divine beast, so you don't need to do anything. You just need to guard the sect. If anyone dares to cause trouble in the sect, just do as you wish. Moreover, I already told the Cloud Pagoda's artifact spirit that you can go in whenever you want. No one will stop you. Hearing Lin Rei's words, the Black Dragon wasn't happy because Lin Rei wanted him to guard the sect. But after hearing that he could go out of the Cloud Pagoda, the Black Dragon felt a bit better. Alright, you be careful. As long as I'm here, the sect won't have any problems. Moreover, with the sect's protective formation, I won't be able to help much. Hearing the Black Dragon agree, Lin Rei felt a lot more relieved. Then Lin Rei looked at Dong Xiaonan. At this time, Dong Xiaonan's expression was very complicated. He didn't know what he was thinking. Brother Dong, since you are now a disciple of the Xuanzong sect, I can't treat you unfairly. No matter what, we are brothers. Dong Xiaonan, who was thinking nonsense, heard Lin Rei's words and quickly raised his head. He smiled and said to Lin Rei, Sect Master, just say it. As long as you command, this brother will go through water and tread on fire. I won't hesitate. Okay. After hearing Dong Xiaonan's words, Lin Rei felt relieved. He then told Dong Xiaonan his plan. I want to establish my own trading company in the Pill King City. Moreover, I want to establish a teleportation formation in the trading company. You should know the current situation of the sect. We can't frequently appear in the Ling Tian Forbidden Land. Otherwise, it would be easy for others to find our whereabouts. Therefore, I want to establish a teleportation formation on both sides. This way, we can solve the problem of the sect's whereabouts and also prepare the funds and resources for the sect's future development. What do you think? After hearing Lin Rei's words, the smile on Dong Xiaonan's face immediately disappeared. It was replaced by fear. The clothes on his back were instantly drenched in cold sweat. Ah, this can be done. I'm just afraid that I won't be able to do it and will ruin your plans. It's okay. I feel that everyone here can ruin it. Only you, I don't think. When Linley saw that Dong Xiaonan wanted to refuse, he quickly realized what he was thinking. No one knew about this except for Linley. Dong Xiaonan's family was a giant trading company in the central continent. Although he had never experienced the operations of a trading company, Linley was certain that Dong Xiaonan would be able to do it. Ah, okay. Since you trust me so much, I won't refuse. Okay, I will start the construction and planning of the trading company tomorrow. Hearing Dong Xiaonan's agreement, Lin Rei breathed a sigh of relief. He smiled and said to Dong Xiaonan, Don't worry. Since you are establishing the trading company for the sect will not ignore it. I will send dozens of nascent soul intermediate and lower nascent soul stage disciples to help you. I will also send more than 30 golden core stage cultivators to help you. What do you think? Lin Rei's words instantly shocked everyone present. Dozens of nascent soul stage cultivators and 30 golden core stage cultivators. This was a force to be reckoned with even in the Eastern continent. If such a force appeared in the Western continent, the scene would be, ha ha ha, that's naturally good. However, what name should we give this trading company? It can't be called the Xuanzong sect.
Well, then let's call it the Zhouqian Trading Company. I can only give you a name. As for other things, I don't know anything. Hearing Lin Rei's words, Dong Xiaonan nodded with a smile and then walked out. The tasks are almost done. As for the other elders who don't have any tasks, all of you will go out and find me some better disciples with excellent aptitude and spiritual roots in the Tianxian continent. When I leave, I will tell you how to find better disciples. However, the disciples must be orphans or beggars. I only want these, and I will not accept anyone else. Do you hear me? After hearing Lin Rei's words, those who didn't have tasks hurriedly nodded and agreed. Since everything was over, Lin Rei could naturally be a manager. Okay, you can all leave. Wan Yu, Xuyuan, Bai Qi, Dian Wei, and Lin Tian stay here. Everyone left according to Lin Rei's order. Only the people who Lin Rei had assigned to them were left. The four of them looked at each other, not knowing why Lin Rei had asked them to stay. Let's go. This time, I'm going to take you to the central continent to see what's so good about it. Of course, you all know the most important thing, right? After hearing Lin Rei's words, everyone showed an expression of understanding at the same time. Just like that, on the same day that Lin Li exited his closed-door training, he left the sect with 5 people. Riding the little golden dragon, he flew towards the central continent. Those who received Lin Li's mission also left the sect separately. Especially Dong Xiaonan, after leaving the sect, he brought a large group of people with him. At this moment, there weren't many people left in the sect. Time passed quickly. The distance between the western continent and the central continent was very far. However, with the little golden dragon flying day and night, after more than half a month, Lin Rei finally led everyone to the central continent that all practitioners dreamed of. Damn, it's true. The spiritual qi in the central continent is much denser than in the western continent. And this is only the edge of the central continent. If we were in the central continent, the spiritual qi would be even denser. The moment Lin Rei set foot on the central continent, he felt the difference in the density of the spiritual qi. Forget it. Our main task this time is to find the elf tribe. In the future, I'll move the Xuanzong sect to the central continent. Chapter 114. Lin Rei and the others didn't know much about the central continent. At this moment, Lin Rei could only rely on his intuition to find a direction. Let's go. None of us have been here before, so we don't know which direction to go. Let's find a city first and buy a map of the central continent. Then we'll think of a way. We already wasted a lot of time on our way here, so we have to speed up. After speaking, Lin Rei led the group in the direction he had chosen. Along the way, Lin Rei walked and experienced the surrounding scenery. Not long after, he met a slightly older fellow Taoist. Fellow Taoist, we came from the western continent, and this is our first time here. I hope you can tell us the direction and where is the nearest city? Lin Rei directly stopped the other party. It could be seen that after being stopped, the other party's expression became very ugly. If it wasn't for his fear of Lin Rei's cultivation, he would have already lost his temper. Oh, fellow Taoist must be joking. It is my honor to be able to show you the way. The slightly older middle-aged man said as he pointed in a direction. Go in this direction. If you fly on your sword, you should be able to reach Valley City in a day, but if you walk like this, I'm afraid you'll have to walk for a day. Hearing this, Lin Rei smiled and nodded. Thank you for showing me the way, fellow Taoist. I still have something important to do, so I'll take my leave. After speaking, Lin Rei didn't give the middle-aged man a chance to speak and directly flew in the direction the middle-aged man was pointing in. Looking at Lin Li, the middle-aged man's face turned cold. He cursed in the direction Lin Li had disappeared. Mother ****, if it weren't for the fact that your cultivation level is higher than mine, you wouldn't even have the chance to speak. Lin Rei, who had already flown far away, didn't hear the middle-aged man's words. Even if he did, Lin Rei wouldn't care about it. Listening to the middle-aged man's words, Lin Rei flew with the group for about half a day before arriving at a huge city. Lin Rei looked at the huge city in front of him and revealed a serious look of surprise. Looks like that person didn't lie to me. Let's go. Since we found a city, let's go in and see if there are any maps of the middle continent for sale. Seeing the huge city, Lin Rei brought everyone to a place where there was no one.
He put away his flying sword and walked towards the city gate. Wait, damn, you guys look very unfamiliar. I've never seen you guys before. At this moment, one of the soldiers standing guard at the city gate saw Lin Rei and the others and immediately stopped them. Yes, we've just arrived from the Western continent. May I know why you've stopped us? That's right. According to the rules of the Valley City, you have to pay 100 upper-grade spirit stones before you enter. Oh, that's right, 100 per person. The words of the guard at the city gate attracted the attention of the surrounding onlookers. Those who liked to join in the fun all squeezed up like bees in a cocoon, wanting to see a good show. Are you sure there's such a rule? You're not just looking at me. Are you guys easy to bully? When Lin Rei heard the guard's words, the anger in his heart couldn't help but erupt. But when he thought of the important things he had to do, he suppressed it. That's right. The Valley City has this rule for outsiders and weaklings. So if you want to enter, you either have to be strong or pay up quickly. Okay, I didn't expect the culture of the Middle Continent to be like this. This time, I've really learned something. After saying that, Lin Rei chose to pay the spirit stones instead of revealing his cultivation. This was because Lin Rei didn't want to tell others about his cultivation so quickly. Here, these are the spirit stones for the 6 of us to enter the city. Now, we can enter. After saying that, Lin Rei directly threw 600 upper-grade spirit stones to the guard. Then, he lifted his foot and wanted to walk into the city. But when the god received the spirit stones, his face suddenly had a look of regret. Wait, the rules to enter the city have changed. The current rule is that everyone has to pay 1,000 upper-grade spirit stones. Otherwise, don't even think about, greedy thing. I gave you the spirit stones because I didn't want to make a big deal out of this. I gave you face so you should accept it. But you don't want face. You. Seeing the guard's shamelessness, the anger that Lin Rei had been suppressing in his heart burst out and he scolded the guard. Bang! As soon as Lin Li finished speaking, Wan Yu, who had been standing behind him, couldn't help but strike out. Wan Yu casually slapped out with her palm in the direction of that guard, and instantly, an illusory palm landed directly on that guard's body. In an instant, that guard was transformed into a pile of mangled meat. Hiss! Suddenly, everyone who saw this scene, whether it was the crowd or the guards, was scared silly. They never thought that these people would be powerful cultivators. Even though the leader, Lin Rei, didn't make a move, the people behind him knew that this little girl had such a cultivation. It could be seen how powerful the leader was. Master, I'm sorry. I didn't want to cause trouble, but they were really too shameless, so it's okay. It's just an ant. Kill it, kill it. This can only be blamed on their insatiable greed. Seeing Wan Yu's expression, Lin Rei hurriedly comforted her and blamed everything on the guard so that Wan Yu's guilt would be eliminated. Sure enough, after hearing Lin Rei's words, the lively and cute Wan Yu returned. This is the result of your insatiable greed. In the future, open your eyes. If there is a next time, I will definitely make all of you accompany him. After he finished speaking, Lin Li led Wan Yu and the others into the city, leaving behind a group of dumbstruck onlookers who still hadn't recovered from their shock. Heavens, did you see that? The one who made a move should be a child. Yes, looking at her age, I am only 10 years old, but her strength. After Lin Rei left, the group of dumbfounded onlookers woke up. Each and every one of them had an inconceivable expression as they thought about the little girl who made a move to injure the guard. Not long after, this matter spread throughout Valley City. There was no one who didn't know that a little girl casually waved her hand and killed a guard in the fasting realm. Master, why are they all looking at us like that? Do they know that we killed people on the city gate tower? Lin Rei and the others were walking on the city's main street. Seeing the people around them constantly looking at them, Wan Yu couldn't bear it anymore. Haha, it's fine. If they want to look, then let them look. Let's hurry up and buy the map. Then Master will take you to eat the best food in Valley City. Ah, really? All right. Lin Li assented to Wan Yu, and then went to the best trading company in Valley City. Dong Trading Company? Lin Rei raised his head and looked at the words above his head. Lin Rei knew that this was the business of Dong Xiaonan's family. Let's go. Let's hurry up and buy the things. After that, we'll go eat good food. After he finished speaking,
Linley walked into the interior of the Dong Clan Trading Company. At first glance, the interior was filled with an antique style. It was glittering with jewels, spirit medicines, spirit treasures, medicinal pills, talismans, and so on. Linley couldn't help but be speechless when he saw this scene. "Oh, young master, what do you want to buy from my Dong Trading Company?" "In our Dong Trading Company, there's nothing you can't buy." Just as Lin Rei was about to walk around the trading company, a very beautiful girl enthusiastically walked up to him and greeted him. "Oh, I want to buy a detailed map of the central continent. Does your trading company have it?" Seeing the enthusiastic girl, Lin Rei couldn't help but take a few more glances. Then, he told her what he didn't want to buy. "Oh, so young master has just arrived in the central continent. So you want to buy a map." After saying that, the girl walked to the side. After a while, she came back with something that looked like a piece of animal skin in her hand. "Here, this is the detailed map of the central continent. Seeing that it's the first time you've come to our trading company, I'll give you a 10% discount. Now, young master only needs to give me 3 mid-grade spirit stones, and this map is yours." Hearing the receptionist's words, Lin Rei directly took out 3 mid-grade spirit stones from his storage ring and handed them to the receptionist. Then he took the map. "My purpose for coming here has been completed." Yes, I know. Thank you, benefactor." As he spoke, the little brat hurriedly walked to the side. Lin Rei, who had been watching this scene, saw that the young man who had blocked the middle-aged man's hand was Lei Dong, who had been following him when he first entered the Danzong sect. At this time, Lin Rei's interest was piqued. "Ding dong, the target has appeared. He is only a few meters away from you. I hope that the host will not miss such a good seedling." Suddenly, the system's voice sounded again. At this time, Lin Rei thought of the little brat just now. In an instant, a fanatical expression appeared on his face. He hurriedly stood up and walked to the door to look at the little brat. "System, scan all the information of that little brat. Don't leave out a single one." When the system received Lin Rei's order, a section of information belonging to the little brat appeared in front of Lin Rei's eyes. Name, none age, 11 gender, male physique, innate water spiritual Tao body cultivation, none spiritual root, single water spiritual root, supreme grade aptitude, supreme grade family. Only one sister. After seeing the little brat's information, Lin Rei became excited. Especially after seeing the innate water spiritual Tao body, he became even more excited. Although Lin Rei did not know what the innate water spiritual Tao body meant, for the system to take a fancy to this kind of body would not be bad. "Little brother, I don't know if you are willing to be my disciple. As long as you are willing to be my disciple, I can give you everything, including the life of the man who was about to kill you." At this time, Lin Rei impatiently walked to the little beggar's side and said to him. Looking at him, Lin Rei's eyes were filled with worry. This was because Lin Rei was afraid that the little beggar would not agree. "Really, can you really give me what I want?" At this time, the little beggar who was sitting on the ground hurriedly stood up after hearing Lin Rei's words. He looked at the big brother in front of him with a nervous expression and asked, "Yes, as long as you want it." "Okay, I agree. I will be your disciple. However, I have a presumptuous request. My sister is still sick right now. I want my sister to be your disciple." Hearing Little Wimp's words, Linley immediately agreed. Because in Linley's opinion, as long as one's talent wasn't too bad, with the Cloud Pagoda, Linley believed that even if one's talent was slightly inferior, he would still be able to make that person's name shake the entire profound sky continent. "Master, please accept a bow from your disciple." Hearing Lin Rei agree, the little brat hurriedly knelt on the ground and kowtowed to Lin Rei. "Okay, since you are now my disciple, then I will take care of the people who bullied you before." Chapter 115. Lei Dong, it's been a while since we last met. You're still as nosy as ever. Lin Rei stepped forward and stared at Lei Dong. Although he didn't wish to see Lei Dong, he had to do it for his disciple. "Yo, Brother Lin. What brings you to the central continent?" "I was still thinking of returning to the western continent to look for you when I have the time. It seems like I don't need to anymore." Hearing his name being called, Lei Dong turned his head. Seeing the person he had been interested in,
He was so excited that he wanted to go up and hug him, but was stopped by Linley. Don't. No matter what, I'm still a straight man. I'm not a nosy woman like you. Seeing Lei Dong's actions, Linley was so frightened that he hurriedly dodged to the side, while grumbling non-stop. Ha ha ha, I didn't expect Brother Lin to be so mean after not seeing him for so long. Since we've met today, why don't you come to my place for a gathering? I can also show my hospitality as a host. Sure. Let's talk about it after I'm done with my business. Hearing Lei Dong's words, Linley didn't refuse. Instead, he walked towards the man who was bullying the little beggar. His eyes were filled with killing intent. At the same time, he released his pressure and rushed towards the man. Boom! The man felt Lin Rei's aura and his body couldn't help but kneel on the ground. You. What do you want? I don't remember offending you? The man stared at Linley, his eyes filled with terror as he spoke to this complete stranger. We don't know each other, but you bullied my disciple just now. How do you think we should settle this debt? What's even more abominable is that you actually wanted to kill my disciple just now. This makes me even more unable to tolerate you. It wasn't just the kneeling man. Even the nearby Lei Dong, who was listening to Linley's words, couldn't understand what was going on. Who's your disciple? I don't even know him. You're doing this on purpose. Before the man could finish his sentence, he saw the little beggar standing beside Lin Rei. At this moment, he finally understood what was going on. So you're this little beggar's master. In other words, you're a big beggar. I advise you to let me go. Do you know who my father is? If my father knows that you're bullying me, he will definitely kill all of you. But if the people I care about are bullied, I don't care what his background is or how powerful he is. As long as he dares to bully my family or friends, there is only one word in my memory, and that is death. Hearing the man's words, Linley didn't care at all, nor did he want to know. Because in his dictionary, no one could touch his reverse scale. Although this little beggar had only just become his disciple, Linley had already included him in his protection zone. You can't kill me. Poof. Lin Rei didn't care about the man who was howling. He slammed his palm on the man's head. Instantly, blood and brain matter flowed out. The passers-by who saw this scene couldn't bear the scene and fainted. Some of them even screamed in terror. At this moment, Linley turned his head to look at the little beggar behind him. Immediately, Linley nodded his head manly. Not bad. You're not bad. Let's go in and have a seat. After he finished speaking, he left the place and brought Lei Dong and the little beggar into the restaurant. As for the man who was already dead, he was left on the spot, allowing his blood to flow out. Young master, just now it's fine. He's just a person who doesn't want to work. Come, let me introduce my new disciple. Linley returned to his seat. Looking at these people, he began to introduce his new disciple, the little beggar. By the way, what's your name? I can't keep calling you little beggar. Hearing Lin Rei's words, the little beggar's eyes dimmed. His face revealed a sad expression. I don't have a name. My sister and I were abandoned when we were young. We don't know who our parents are. The words of the little beggar infected everyone at the table, especially the same euphemism of the little beggar. Since it's like this, how about I give you a name? Okay. Thank you, master, for giving me a name. The little beggar heard Lin Rei's words and his sad face revealed a smile. Since you're my disciple, you'll have the same surname as me. In my family, there is an emperor named Shen Yuan. In my hometown, he was a great man who could suppress the 8 barren lands. Thus, I will bestow upon you the name Lin Shenyuan. I hope that you will not forget your original goal and work hard to suppress the 8 barons. When he heard Lin Rei's name, Lin Shenyuan was extremely excited. He kept shouting the name that Lin Rei had given him. I'm really curious. What are Brother Lin's parents like? They have the power to suppress Ba Huang. At that moment, Lei Dong, who had been listening on the side, was very curious. What kind of person were Lin Rei's parents? My hometown? Sigh, maybe I will, maybe I won't. That will depend on fate. Alright, I hope that in the future, Brother Lin, you can take me to your hometown to have a look. Alright, everyone, let's eat.
We're in a hurry. Linley looked at the dishes on the table, then looked at Shen Yuan, who was swallowing his saliva. He quickly picked up his chopsticks, added a piece of meat, and put it in front of Shen Yuan. He looked at him dotingly. Eat. You won't have to suffer so much in the future. Master will protect you. Looking at Shen Yuan, Lin Rei's nose twitched. If he didn't control himself well, he would have burst into tears. Yes, brother. In the future, not only will you have a master, you will also have a senior sister. Everyone here will be your family. Wan Yu, who had been looking at Shen Yuan, also picked up a piece of meat and put it in Xuan Yuan's bowl. She looked at Shen Yuan with care. Seeing so many people care about him, Shen Yuan couldn't help but cry. This was the first time he had felt the care of his family. It was a feeling that he would never forget. Looking at the meat in his bowl, Shen Yuan thought of his sister, who was suffering in the broken house. For a moment, Shen Yuan couldn't bring himself to eat. What's wrong? Does it not taste good? Do you want me to change it for you? Lin Rei felt like he was biting Shen Yuan. He thought the meat didn't taste good. No. No, master. I just thought of my sick sister. She hasn't eaten for 4 days. If she doesn't eat, I'm afraid. Shen Yuan couldn't help but cry when he thought of his sister. So that's how it is. How about this? Master will take you to find your younger sister now and cure her illness. Then, I'll bring you to eat. What do you think? Hearing his master's words, Shen Yuan became excited. He quickly stood up and knelt on the ground, kowtowing to Lin Rei. Thank you, master. Thank you. He kept kowtowing. Wan Yu wanted to help him up, but Shen Yuan refused. All right, hurry up and get up. Otherwise, I'll be angry. After that, Shen Yuan stood up obediently. He was not in the mood to stay any longer. Haha, look at how anxious you are. Let's go. Show me the way later. After speaking, Lin Rei picked up Shen Yuan. In an instant, Lin Rei disappeared. Lei Dong saw this scene and his eyes widened. His face was full of disbelief. What's going on? Could it be? Lei Dong looked at Wan Yu, who was eating, as if to ask her if it was true. Yes, you're right. Master has indeed reached that level. After receiving confirmation, Lei Dong was dumbfounded. Lin Rei had only left for a short time, but his speed of improvement was already terrifying. At this moment, Lin Rei, who was carrying Shen Yuan, quickly arrived at the place where Xuan Yuan's sister lived. This was a place halfway up a mountain not far from the city center. There was a dilapidated house here that was on the verge of collapse. If there was a rainstorm, the house would very likely collapse. Seeing this scene, Linley's heart ached. When he thought of how his disciple had been living in a house like this, Linley's heart felt very uncomfortable. Cough, cough. At this moment, a coughing sound came from the room. Shen Yuan jumped down from Lin Rei's arms and hurried into the room. Sister, don't let anything happen to you. If anything happens to you, how am I supposed to live? Not long after, Xuan Yuan's cries could be heard. Lin Rei hurried into the room and saw a skinny little girl lying in Xuan Yuan's arms. Her life force was slowly fading away. Seeing this, Lin Rei hurried forward and took the little girl from Xuan Yuan's arms. Then, he directly transferred his spiritual energy into the little girl's body. Slowly, the little girl's life force stopped fading. However, before this, the little girl's life force was almost exhausted. If there were no treasures that could replenish her life force and blood qi, she would not be able to survive. Master, you have to save my sister. She is my everything. She can't die. If she dies, then. All right, I didn't say I wouldn't save her. Hearing Xuan Yuan's words, Lin Rei hurriedly stopped him. He took out a red pill from his storage ring and stuffed it into the little girl's mouth. After doing all this, Linley let out a sigh of relief. Then, from his storage ring, he took out some beast hides that he had cut off from the demonic beasts he had killed in the past and laid them on top of the little girl. All right, your sister is fine now. However, due to years of malnutrition, her foundation is unstable. You have to take good care of her in the future. Otherwise, her life will be ruined. After saying this, Lin Rei walked out alone, leaving Shen Yuan alone to take care of his sister. Chapter 116. Xueqi, who was left in the room, looked at his sister lying in his arms. He couldn't hold back his tears, and they gushed out like a fountain. He couldn't stop the tears from gushing out of his eyes. "Sister, it's all my fault. It's all my fault. Don't worry. I'll protect you from now on. I won't let you get hurt again. I swear." Cough. Brother, don't say that. It has nothing to do with you. It's my fault. Ah, sister, you're awake. Do you feel uncomfortable anywhere? If you do, just tell me. Don't hold it in. Xueqi, who was secretly crying, suddenly heard his sister's words. He raised his head excitedly and looked at his sister, who had woken up in his arms. He breathed a sigh of relief. I'm fine. I feel warm. I've never felt this way before. The little girl, who was lying on the ground, heard her brother's words. She quickly felt her body and found that there was a warm current flowing through her body. That's good. As long as you're fine. It seems that Master didn't lie to me. My sister is finally fine. Humph. I helped you save your sister. I didn't expect that you didn't trust me. As soon as Xueqi finished speaking, Lin Rei came in through the door. He looked at Xueqi angrily with a big bag of things in his hand. I didn't, Master. Forget it. I don't want to pursue the matter. It's normal that you don't trust me. After all, we've only known each other for a few hours. But I don't want this to happen again. Remember, since I've accepted you as my disciple, I'll treat you like my own son. So don't be suspicious of me in the future, okay? Hearing that his master wasn't going to pursue the matter, Xuanyuan's tense body immediately relaxed. Come on. Your sister hasn't eaten for a few days, so eating meat right away is not good for her stomach. I went to the restaurant to get you some porridge and meat. It turned out that after Lin Rei went out, he immediately teleported back to the restaurant and asked the owner to make some porridge and meat for them to eat. Seeing this scene from afar, tears welled up in his eyes. He was very grateful. He didn't expect that Linley had gone out to get food for them. Thank you, Master. Thank you, Master. Humph, if you want to thank me, then properly cultivate in the future and wait for the day when your name shakes the entire profound sky continent. That's the best way for me. As he spoke, Linley placed the meat on the ground. Instantly, the smell of meat wafted out. Xuanyuan's eyes were glued to the meat on the ground after he smelled it. Hurry up and eat. Your sister can't eat meat yet, so you should go and eat first. I'll feed your sister. Linley took the little girl from Xuanyuan's arms and took out a bowl of hot porridge from his storage ring. He fed the little girl spoonful by spoonful. Ding dong. Congratulations, host. You have discovered a disciple with supreme aptitude. Do you want to accept him as your disciple? After muttering her name a few times, Yuro excitedly jumped out of Lin Rei's arms. All right, now that you are all my disciples, let's go. When we get there, I will introduce you to your eldest senior sister and second senior brother. After saying this, Lin Rei carried each child under his arm and quickly arrived at the restaurant where Wan Yu was at. Master, you're back. At this time, Wan Yu, who had been observing the entrance, suddenly saw Lin Rei walk in with two children. She quickly came over to greet him. Yes, this time I have gained quite a lot. Didn't I bring back 2 junior brothers and sisters for you? After saying this, Lin Rei pointed to the 2 children at the side, Xuanyuan and Yuro. Come, you 2 little fellows. Let me introduce you to everyone here. This big sister in front of you is your eldest senior sister. She was the first to enter the sect. Her cultivation is now at the peak of the Yuanying stage. That bald man is your second senior brother. His cultivation is much higher than your eldest senior sister's. His cultivation is now at the peak of the out-of-body stage. As for the one beside him, Linley continued to introduce all of the important people to him, before finally arriving at Thunderclap's place. As for him, I don't know the details. I only know that his cultivation should be at the same level as your second senior brother. As for whether he can defeat your second senior brother, I don't know. What the F***CK, are you introducing me? You're clearly ruining my handsome and dashing appearance. Hearing Lin Rei's introduction, Lei Dong instantly became unhappy. Then, he introduced himself again. You 2 brats. Remember to call me Martial Uncle in the future.
I'm your master's brother. My name is Lei Dong. Although I'm not particularly handsome, I'm indeed a handsome and elegant man. As for cultivation base, it is similar to what your master said. My family is in the city of heaven. If you have time in the future, you can come over to my place. All right. Stop being so arrogant. I still have things to tell them. Lin Rei, who was next to him, heard Lei Dong's self-introduction. Lin Rei couldn't help it. He had seen narcissistic people before, but he had never seen such a narcissistic person. Lei Dong was not good-looking, but he made himself sound like a handsome man. Okay. Go ahead. Hearing Lin Rei's words, Lei Dong gave the right to speak to Lin Rei with a narcissistic smile. Wan Yu, take Shen Yuan and Euro back to the sect with Xu Yuan and Dian Wei. It's too inconvenient for them to follow me here. When they get back to the sect, let them enter the 9th floor and prepare a large number of pills for them. As for the cultivation methods, I've engraved them in this jade pendant. Also, give them the things I taught you. Take care of yourself along the way. Take care of yourselves. Everyone present was very surprised. They didn't expect Lin Rei to say this. For a moment, Wan Yu didn't want to, but she still took the jade pendant in Lin Rei's hand. Master, I just came out, and you want me to go back? How about you let my junior brother take them back, and I will stay here? Seeing Wan Yu's expression, Lin Rei knew that she didn't want to go back to the sect. When you go back, give them the things you need to give them. Then you can come out and practice alone. This will be more beneficial for your cultivation. Really? I can come out again? Hearing Lin Li's words, Wan Yu was so excited that she began to scream. Instantly, everyone present turned to look at her. Sigh, all right, hurry up and leave. Little Tian stays here. As for you, follow Wan Yu. When you return to the sect, come out and practice alone. When I go back, I want to see your progress. Do you understand? Yes, I will follow your orders. Then Bai Qi, Dian Wei, and the others took Shen Yuan and Euro out of the hotel and walked towards the western continent. At this moment, only Lin Rei, Lin Tian, and Lei Dong, who was eating, were left. Chapter 117. Brother Lin, what do you plan to do next? Lei Dong couldn't help but ask Lin Li as they sat at the dining table. Lin Li smiled and said, I'm here to look for the elves in the Black Forest. I just bought a map of the central continent when I met you. Lei Dong revealed a shocked expression after hearing Lin Rei's words. No way! You want to go to the Dark Forest? Don't you know that the elves have a grudge against us humans? Yes, I know. But I have to go to the Black Forest, and I have to find the elven race. Seeing the resolute look on Lin Li's face, Lei Dong knew that this matter was set in stone. All right. But Brother Lin, no matter what, you should at least let me show my hospitality as a host. Besides, we will pass by the city where my family lives. Why don't we? Lin Rei wanted to reject Lei Dong's offer, but when he saw Lei Dong's disgusting and pitiful expression, Lin Rei couldn't take it anymore. All right. Don't be like this. You might make me vomit out what I just ate. You know that? All right, as long as you come to my house, I'll do whatever you say. Lei Dong stood up and went to the cashier to collect the money for the meal. Then, he stood in front of Lin Rei and waited for Lin Rei to follow him. Haha, it seems that I have to go there no matter what. Since that's the case, let's go. Seeing Lei Dong's attitude, Lin Li knew that the Lei family would definitely make a trip here. That's the way. Seeing Lin Li agree, Lei Dong hurriedly followed. Thinking of his home, the city of heaven, and flying on his sword, Lin Li truly understood what it meant to be better off dead. Big brother, stop talking. Ever since we came out of the restaurant, your mouth hasn't stopped. Even if you're not thirsty, I'm thirsty. Also, my ears hurt. Do you know that? Oh, I know. But if I don't talk about it, wouldn't it be too boring? That's why I told you about the city of heaven. Now, I'm going to tell you about the situation of our Lei family. Hearing Lei Dong's words, Lin Rei knew that as long as he reached the Lei clan quickly, he would be able to ask Lei Dong for help. Brother Lin, our Lei family is one of the 3 major families in the city of heaven. Previously, we joined the Kunlun sect and became their subordinate family. Also our Lei family. Listening to Lei Dong's incessant words, Lin Rei could only wrap everyone with spirit chi and use his conjoint body realm skill to teleport towards the City of Heaven. It was as though Lin Li's speed was extremely fast. Normally, flying on a flying sword would take a full day, but Lin Li had cut it down to 3 hours to reach the City of Heaven. Phew, we're finally here. If we didn't, I would have died on the way. Gazing at the City of Heaven, Lin Rei placed everyone on the ground. Then, he lifted his head to look at the city that was even bigger than the Valley City from before. All of a sudden, Lin Rei felt that he was really small. How is it? Do you feel that our City of Heaven is much bigger and more majestic than the Valley City from before? Aye, that's right. What is the Valley City? How can it be compared to the City of Heaven? No matter what, the City of Heaven is a second-class city. How can a mere third-class city compare to it? Lin Rei was speechless. Looking at Lei Dong, Lin Rei was furious. However, it wasn't good for him to flare up, so he could only swallow his anger. Stop talking. We're already here, so why aren't we leaving? I don't want to wait here. Besides, my time is limited. I can only stay in your house for 2 days at most. Once the time is up, I have to leave. What? Just 2 days? Lei Dong was about to say something, but after hearing Lin Rei's words, he instantly revealed a disappointed expression. Sigh, all right. 2 days it is. I promise that in these 2 days, I will bring you around the entire City of Heaven and show you how prosperous it is. As he spoke, Lei Dong hurriedly sorted out his emotions and led the way into the city. Wait, who are you? Do you have a token to enter the city? All of a sudden, when Lin Rei arrived at the entrance, the same situation happened in the Valley City. Lin Rei's anger instantly surged. Just as Lin Rei was about to attack, Lei Dong suddenly returned and spoke to the guard at the entrance. Are you blind? Can't you see that these two came with me? Since when did you dare to insult my people? Could it be that you look down on me and the Lei family? Instantly, after hearing Lei Dong's words, the person who was making things difficult for Lin Rei was so frightened that he knelt on the ground. Cold sweat unknowingly flowed down his face as his entire body trembled in fear. Sorry. Young Master Lei Dong. I was blind and didn't recognize that the two of you were young Master Lei Dong's friends. I beg the two of you to forgive me and let go of my fart, alright? Humph. This will be a lesson for you. If there's a next time when you bully others because of your position, I'll let you know how terrifying the consequences are. As he spoke, Lei Dong's fist was infused with spirit chi as he punched at the rock beside him. Instantly, a 2-meter deep hole appeared. Why yes. Yes, young Master Lei Dong. I won't bully others anymore. Thank you for not killing me, young Master Lei Dong. As he spoke, the person who was kneeling on the ground hurriedly crawled to the side and made way for Lin Rei and Lei Dong. Let's go, Brother Lin. It's all my fault. I didn't even consider this. Don't worry, I'll definitely let them recognize you the next time they come. This won't happen again. Seeing that the matter was settled, Lei Dong turned around and revealed an apologetic expression to Lei Dong who was behind him. It's nothing, let's go. Seeing Lin Rei's expression, Lei Dong knew that Lin Rei didn't care about this matter at all. Hence, he was relieved. All right. Such a thing didn't happen again after they entered the city. Lei Dong brought Lin Rei and Lei Dong to his own family, the Lei family. Brother Lin, this is the base of my Lei family. Even though it's not the best, it's still comparable to your family in the Western continent. Speaking of his family, Lei Dong revealed a proud expression as though he was saying that he was proud of his family. It's not bad. No wonder you have such a cultivation at such a young age. Now, it seems like it's not too much. Haha, Brother Lin, you must be joking. Compared to Brother Lin, my insignificant cultivation is nothing. Hearing Lin Rei's words, Lei Dong shook his head in shame. Then, he led Lin Rei and Lei Dong into the Lei family. Along the way, everyone who saw Lei Dong would greet him respectfully. Greetings, young master. Haha, I didn't expect you to have such a high prestige in your family. That's a must. Hearing Lin Rei's words, the chrysanthemum on Lei Dong's face bloomed instantly. He looked as though he was asking for a beating. Oh, by the way, I've told my father about you. My father also specially instructed that if you were to come, The two of you must meet. Suddenly, hearing Lei Dong's words, Lin Rei revealed a perplexed expression. At the same time, he searched his mind for any information regarding the head of the Lei family. But unfortunately, Lin Rei couldn't find any information regarding Lei Dong's father no matter how hard he searched. Haha, I wonder why your father is looking for me. I've never seen your father before. It's fine. My father just wanted to meet you after hearing about you from me. That's all. Hearing Lei Dong's explanation, Lin Rei heaved a sigh of relief. Then, he followed Lei Dong to the main hall of the Lei family to meet Lei Dong's father. Brother Lin, please wait here for a while. I'll go and report to my father. Go ahead. Seeing that Linley had agreed, Lei Dong stood up and walked towards the depths of the Lei family. He arrived at the entrance to the deepest part of the Lei family without any obstructions. Knock knock knock. Knock knock knock. Father, I met my good friend Lin Rei today and he's waiting for you in the main hall. Do you want to meet him? Jia. After Lei Dong finished speaking, the door opened. A slightly older middle-aged man walked out. He had a dignified air about him. It was obvious that he had been in a high position for many years. Oh, you're saying that our young friend Lin Rei who owns the Cloud Tower is here as a guest? The middle-aged man revealed a smile and a spiritual glint flashed across his eyes. He looked at his son and asked. Yes, father. I met him in Valley City today and heard that he was going to the Black Forest. I thought that since he was passing by here, I invited him over. Ha ha ha, good, very good. Since our young friend Lin Rei is here, let's go and meet him. We can't be impolite. After saying that, the middle-aged man didn't ask his son to come with him. He walked alone to the main hall of the front yard. Along the way, the middle-aged man walked as fast as he could. Soon, he arrived at the place where Lin Rei was waiting. I'm really sorry, young friend Lin. I didn't know that my son wanted to invite you over today. Please forgive me for not going out to meet you. When the head of the Lei family entered the main hall, he saw Linley sitting there drinking tea with a teacup in his hand. He kept apologizing, causing Linley to feel very embarrassed. It's fine, it's fine. If there's anything wrong, it's my fault. I didn't greet the Lei family head and came here to disturb you. I'm really sorry. After the two met, they kept apologizing to each other. When Lei Dong arrived and saw this scene, he rolled his eyes and almost fainted. I say, what are the two of you doing? As soon as I arrived, I saw this scene. And father, why don't you talk to me more nicely than you do to Linley? Am I really your son? After seeing the conversation between his father and Lin Rei, his jealousy erupted and he hurriedly complained. Humph, you still have the nerve to say that. As long as you don't cause trouble for me in the future, I'll be thankful. You still expect me to be gentle with you? Then you should do something to make me be gentle with you. It's like this every time. Once you make a mistake, I have to clean up your mess. I've heard of people who make trouble for their sons, but I've never heard of people who make trouble for their fathers. Looking at Lei Dong's father and Lei Dong's expressions, Lin Rei finally understood why Lei Dong was so good at talking. It was because he had such a good talker as his father. All right, there are still guests here. Aren't you afraid of being laughed at? Suddenly, Lei Dong and his son who were quarreling seemed to have realized something. They stopped and turned to look at Linley with a smile. Little friend Lin, please don't take it to heart. We're always like this. If there's anything wrong, please forgive us. Hearing Lei Dong's father's words, Lin Rei hurriedly shook his head and said, It's fine, it's fine. If you can quarrel, it means that you both care about each other. This is very good. At this point, Lin Rei's eyes dimmed and a sorrowful expression appeared on his face. What's wrong, little friend Lin? Could it be that my Lei family didn't take good care of you and offended you? If you did, please tell me. I'll help you vent your anger. No matter what, you're my son's brother. That's equivalent to half a son of mine. I can't let you be bullied. Seeing Lin Rei's strange expression, Lei Dong's father thought that someone in the Lei family had offended him. His face revealed an angry expression as he spoke. No, I just missed my family because I saw how close you two were. Oh, I see. After hearing Lin Rei's explanation, Lei Dong and his father finally understood what was going on. It's fine. In the future, you can treat this as your home. Lei Dong is your brother and I'm your father. With my Lei family here, no one will dare to bully you. Thank you, Uncle Lei. Hearing Lei Dong's father's words, Lin Rei's heart felt warm and a smile appeared on his face. All right, I'm sure all of you are tired. Bring Linley to his room and let him have a good rest. Tomorrow, we will go out for a walk and see if there are any good things for Linley to take a look at. If there is anything he likes, he can buy it and put it on Uncle's tab. Yes, father. Hearing his father's generous words, Lei Dong didn't stand on ceremony and hurriedly agreed. He brought Lin Rei out of the main hall and walked towards the guest room used by the Lei family to receive guests. Go, inform Kunlun's people stationed in the City of Heaven. Tell them that the person who obtained the Cloud Pagoda has appeared and is currently in our Lei family. Tell them to act quickly. I reckon that he won't be here for long. Go quickly. Yes. Just as Linley left, Lei Dong's father, Lei Dong, spoke to someone in front of him. Suddenly, a figure appeared and knelt on the ground. Hearing Lei Dong's words, the figure made a sound of acknowledgement, then disappeared. Chapter 118. Humph, you didn't want to go to heaven, but you came to hell on your own accord. I wanted to lure you here, but I didn't expect you to come here yourself. Lei, who was in the main hall, saw that the figure had disappeared. His face was filled with greed. After Linley followed Lei Dong out, he was brought to an antique room. Here, Linley could experience the life of a wealthy family. This was just a guest room. If not for the fact that Linley's mental strength had reached the level of an Earth-grade alchemist, he might not have realized that there was a level 1 spirit gathering array in this guest room. One had to know that spirit gathering arrays were not something that anyone could create just because they wanted to. From this, it could be seen that there was a huge organization behind the Lei Dong family. How is it? Isn't my family very impressive? I'm not bragging, but in the entire City of Heaven, no family can be compared to our Lei family. Lei Dong, who had just pushed open the door, saw Linley's stunned expression. Instantly, that annoying temperament of his was revealed. It's all right. But I'm curious. What kind of existence is the Kunlun sect behind your family? To be able to set up a spirit gathering formation in every room of your house, this is something that I don't understand. You should know that there aren't many formation masters in the profound sky continent, but your family's situation. At this point, Linley didn't continue. He didn't want to get to the bottom of things, so he asked Lei Dong, who seemed to know nothing. What? You're saying that there's a spirit gathering formation in this room? How is that possible? Our family has never hired a formation master. Are you mistaken? Lei Dong's first reaction was disbelief when he heard Lin Rei's words. But after seeing Lin Rei's expression, Lei Dong slowly believed it. You're saying, are you telling the truth? That there's a spirit gathering formation in every room of my house? Yes, that's right. I found it strange too, so I used my mental strength to check. In the end, what was the result? As he spoke, Lei Dong's body trembled. His complexion was incomparably pale. Every room is engraved with a spirit gathering array, but they are divided according to their level. Guest rooms like this have a level 1 spirit gathering array, and so on. The room in the deepest part of the Lei family has a level 3 spirit gathering array. I believe that there is no array master in the Tianxian continent who can engrave it. Speaking up to there, Lin Rei's face became extremely ugly. Ever since he had come to the Lei family, he had always felt uneasy, as if something bad would happen to him. As a result, after meeting Lin Rei's father, he had secretly released the senses of his soul. The actions of everyone in the Lei family appeared in Lin Rei's head, making it extremely easy for him. Not good. Lin Rei, hurry up and leave. I'm worried that my father will harm you. Suddenly, Lei Dong seemed to have thought of something. He started to persuade Lin Rei to leave quickly. However, was it too late? It's over. There are quite a few experts outside right now. I reckon they are sent by the Kunlun sect that you mentioned. What? Upon hearing Lin Rei's words, Lei Dong revealed an astonished expression. He didn't dare to believe that his father would betray the friend that he brought back. Then what should we do? I don't understand. I haven't met your father before, so why would he do this to me? I don't think I have offended or indirectly offended your father.
Why would he collude with the Kunlun sect to harm me? Upon hearing Linley's words, the anxious Lei Dong could not help but lower his head in shame. His tone was filled with guilt. I'm sorry. I was the one who told my father that you obtained the Cloud Pagoda. I originally came back to persuade him to submit to you, but I didn't expect my father to. Wait, you know that I obtained the Cloud Pagoda? Upon hearing Lei Dong's words, Lin Rei was dumbfounded. Only he knew that he obtained the Cloud Pagoda. In an instant, Lin Rei revealed a dazed expression. That day, I met you in the Ling Tian Forbidden Zone. I knew you were going to the Cloud Pagoda, so I followed you. However, after the Cloud Pagoda disappeared, you didn't come out. So, I was sure you had arrived. After that, a few lines of words appeared on the Cloud Pagoda. The Cloud Pagoda moved, and many forces gathered. Once the mystic realm appeared, the world fell into chaos. Therefore, I came back to persuade my father. Looking at Lei Dong's expression, Lin Rei didn't blame him because Lei Dong wasn't the one who brought people to kill him. So, alright, I don't blame you for this matter. But you know my temper. I am a person who takes revenge. If someone offends me or kills my people, I will usually settle it with this method. Looking at Lei Dong, Linley raised his hand and made a kill gesture at his neck. His eyes seemed to be filled with an uncontrollable feeling. Seeing Lin Rei's gesture, Lei Dong revealed a difficult expression. In the end, after struggling for a long time, he chose to remain silent for the sake of the big picture. Since you don't have any objections, I can rest assured. As long as you don't betray me in the future, I will still treat you as a brother. After saying that, Lin Rei stepped forward and patted Lei Dong's shoulder. Then, he walked out of the door. At the same time, the Martial Emperor Divine Spear appeared in his hand. Instantly, killing intent and baleful aura coexisted. Looking at Lin Rei's back, Lei Dong felt that he wasn't looking at the same person as before. Right now, Lin Rei was like an ancient demonic corpse from the underworld. Just a raise of his hand could destroy the world. He was incomparably tall and lofty. After saying that, Lin Rei instantly rushed towards the 6 assassins with the Martial Emperor Divine Spear. Even though they were all in the conjoint body realm, Lin Rei was also in the conjoint body realm, so he wasn't afraid of them at all. For cultivators who could teleport, this kind of battle was very difficult. Even though there weren't many cultivators who could teleport continuously, Lin Rei happened to be one of them. After Lin Rei teleported, he disappeared before everyone's eyes. When he reappeared, Lin Rei's invincible divine spear was already embedded in one of the assassins. As I said, I only have one principle for anyone who offends me or wants to kill me, and that is death. You. How dare you? Seeing that another one of their brothers had died, everyone present was furious. Their eyes were bloodshot, and they all took out their magic treasures and rushed towards Lin Rei together. Humph! A bunch of ants. How dare you assassinate me when you're only in the conjoint body realm? Do you really think I'm a pushover? Since that's the case, then all of you can die. With a teleport, Lin Rei disappeared on the spot. When he reappeared, he was already on top of Lin Rei's Martial Emperor Divine Spear. His vitality had dissipated, his spirit had been destroyed, and even his nascent soul had been shattered by something unknown. He could no longer be reborn. How can you keep teleporting? You're the same as us. Why did you? Could it be? Yes, you're right. My spirit chi is many times stronger than yours. Even if dozens of conjoint body realm cultivators come, they won't be able to exhaust my spirit chi. So, just wait for your death. After Lin Rei finished speaking, the scene of Zhou being slaughtered appeared. Lei Dong, who had been standing at the door of the room, was completely dumbfounded when he saw this scene. He knew that Lin Rei was very strong, and he also knew that Lin Rei was a conjoint body realm expert. However, this was the first time he had heard that a conjoint body realm expert could be so strong. Every time Lin Rei disappeared, a conjoint body realm expert would completely leave this world. Soon, the remaining 5 conjoint body realm experts were all slaughtered by Lin Rei. Lei Dong, all of this is your father's fault. It's pardonable for me to kill him. As for your family, I won't touch them. He glanced at Lei Dong, then used his divine sense to search for Lei Dong's current location. Then, he directly teleported away.
Sigh, it seems that father's death is inevitable this time. If I knew this would happen, I shouldn't have told father at that time. Everything is my fault. I'm the biggest sinner. Seeing Lin Rei disappear, Lei Dong knew that his father had no chance of survival. At the same time, he remembered that he was the cause of this matter. At this moment, Lei Dong felt extremely guilty. Following Lei Dong's divine sense, Lin Rei arrived at Lei Dong's location. However, a strange scene happened. At this moment, Lei Dong did not run away at all. Instead, he was sitting there, holding a teacup in his hand and drinking tea. Lei Dong, you only have yourself to blame for all of this. You can't blame me. After saying that, Lin Rei held the martial emperor divine spear and slowly walked towards him. However, the feeling of oppression in Lin Rei's heart grew stronger and the sense of crisis became more and more obvious. Who is it? Come out. Lin Rei, who walked in front of Lei Dong, was not in a hurry to kill him. Ever since Lin Rei came to this world, he had only felt that sense of crisis once when he was chased by the people of the Fengyun sect. However, now that he was in the combination realm, he could still feel the danger. Lin Rei had no choice but to be cautious. Haha, you're indeed not comparable to those trash. No wonder you could kill my subordinates. As the voice rang out, Lin Li raised his head to look. He saw a brown-haired old man appear out of nowhere without making a sound. Even Lin Li's divine sense wasn't able to discover this old man. Right now, Lin Li had no choice but to treat him seriously. Humph, since you're here for revenge, then let's not talk nonsense. Let's fight. After saying that, Lin Rei got into a battle posture, ready for a good fight. No, I'm not here for revenge. I'm just here to take back the cloud pagoda that my sect has guarded for generations. I hope you can give it to me. For this, you can tell me any losses you want. I can let you enter the Karakoram Immortal Sect. What do you think? Karakoram Immortal Sect? TSK, it sounds very tempting, but I don't like joining sections. Besides, I obtained the Cloud Pagoda. Moreover, it has already recognized me as its master. So, sorry. Seeing the old man extend an olive branch, Lin Rei's heart was filled with disdain. He directly rejected the old man's invitation. Chapter 119. What's going on? The cold-faced woman immediately panicked when she heard that the Snow Sect's sect master was on the verge of death. She even left Lin Rei behind and hurriedly flew into the depths of the sect. Sigh, senior sister is always like this. As soon as something happens to the sect master, she's always so anxious. No matter what I say, it's useless. What's going on? What's the relationship between your senior sister and the Snow Sect's sect master? Why is she so nervous after hearing that your sect master is unconscious? Lin Rei looked at the little girl with a puzzled expression. Senior sister isn't like us. Sigh, senior sister is different from us. We were brought here by our parents to cultivate, and when we have nothing to do, we can go back and take a look. However, senior sister is different. She is an orphan, and was rescued by the sect leader when he went out to train while accepting the sect leader's legacy mission. Since young, senior sister's personality has been very antisocial, and only I can get along with her. As for others, as long as they see senior sister, they will feel a sense of fear, so, as she spoke, the little girl began to cry. Seeing this, Lin Li hurriedly comforted her. Don't cry, okay? Boo-hoo. Seeing the little girl crying even harder, Lin Rei was completely defeated. He quickly surrendered and said, Little girl, I can help you, but you have to let me go first. You? Seeing the little girl's look of disbelief, Lin Rei said excitedly, Yes, as long as you let me go and let me recover my spiritual energy, I can help your sect master refine pills to wake her up from her coma. But the premise is that you have to work for me for 100 years. Don't be in a hurry to answer. Go and discuss with the old guys in your sect. It won't be too late to come to me after you've made a decision. But as far as I know, after being injured by the devil ape in the abyss of death, she only has 10 days to live. You have to think carefully. Hearing Lin Rei's words, the little girl fell silent. She originally wanted to refuse, but when she thought about how the sect master was in danger and how her good friend was worried about the sect master, she agreed first. All right, I can pass on your message to the elders of our sect. However, the specifics will depend on their opinion. I don't know if it will work or not. Alright, go quickly. However, you'd better hurry up. If you're too slow, don't blame me if your sect master dies. Seeing that the little girl had fallen into his trap, Lin Rei smiled and told her to hurry up and find him. Oh, okay, I'll go now. After saying that, the little girl loosened the rope that was holding Lin Rei. She turned around and walked into the depths of the sect. However, not long after, she was stopped by Lin Rei. Wait, I still don't know your name. I can't keep calling you Hey, right? Hearing Lin Rei's words, the little girl stopped in her tracks. Seeing these changes, Lin Rei quickly called out the little dragon to ask what was going on. Little dragon, hurry up and come out. I have something to ask you. Humph, aren't you very capable? Now you know to ask me? The little dragon came out and looked at Lin Rei unhappily. Okay, what's the matter? Hurry up and say it. I still want to sleep. Looking at Lin Rei's deflated expression, the little dragon couldn't help but feel excited, but his face still showed that unhappy look. Just now, I suddenly felt that my vision, hearing, smell, and so on were all very different. I could even close my eyes and sense the situation around me without opening my divine sense. And I feel that not only that, even my body has been greatly improved. But I don't know what's going on. After hearing Lin Rei's explanation, the little dragon went silent and sat in the air, thinking about something. Suddenly, the little dragon opened its eyes, and a light flashed across its eyes. Its face also revealed an excited smile. Ha ha ha, I don't know what kind of fate you have, kid. You have such good luck. Originally there was no chance, but you proved it. What? After listening to the little dragon's words, Lin Rei was confused for a moment. What chance? What impossible? Lin Rei didn't understand at all. Linley, first of all, I strongly object to your suicidal actions. Second of all, you didn't even consider my suggestion before choosing your own method. However, I still have to congratulate you. Prepare to break through to the next stage of the tribulation. Ah! Chapter 120. What are you off for? Brat, I don't know what kind of dog's hit luck you ate. At this moment, Lin Rei was in a daze. When he heard the little dragon say that he was about to break through to the tribulation, Lin Rei's first thought was not excitement. Little dragon, I burned my essence blood before and now I've taken so many medicines. If I break through now, will it cause my Tao foundation to become unstable? Speak, is it true or not? A smile appeared on the little dragon's face when he heard Lin Rei's words. He looked at Lin Rei and said, I'm very surprised that you can answer this question, but what surprises me the most is that you actually took the initiative to ask me this question. This is something I didn't expect. This. Lin Rei awkwardly scratched his head and smiled embarrassedly after hearing the little dragon's words. This. Okay, don't worry. Now is the best time for you to break through. You can use the lightning from the tribulation to cleanse the impurities on your body. The essence blood you burned will also be replenished after the tribulation. This will be very helpful for you right now, but you still need to find the primordial fruit. I've said before that not only can it replenish essence blood, its greatest effect is to raise a cultivator's cultivation by a large realm. Okay. After knowing that he could break through to the tribulation in his current state, Lin Rei relaxed and channeled all of the spirit energy in his body to break through. This brat is indeed a promising talent. I didn't think that he would still be able to break through after doing such a ridiculous thing. At this moment, the little dragon was sincerely gratified to see Lin Rei sitting in the snow in search of a breakthrough. He couldn't hide the smile on his face, but Lin Rei's eyes were closed and he couldn't see this scene. Focus your energy and guard your soul. Don't just search blindly. Follow your feelings and channel your spirit energy so that it can find a way to break through the tribulation barrier. Boom. Lin Rei, whose eyes were tightly shut, became extremely anxious after finding no results. At this moment, the little dragon's voice entered his ears and Lin Rei immediately came to his senses. Sure enough, the little dragon was right. Following feelings can really find a way to break through the barrier.
Hearing Xiaolong's words, Linli didn't even hesitate to empty his mind, doing his best to enter a state of an état. Soon, Linli could sense that his spiritual energy was on its own, and it was beginning to search for a way to break through the barrier of the tribulation. Haha, looks like this brat completely believes me now. He actually did as I said without even thinking. When Xiaolong, who was sitting in front of Linli, sensed Linli's aura, he knew that Linli was already doing as he said. Moreover, he was sitting very well. Linli was actually able to comprehend the state of an état with just a few words. It's here. Right after Linli entered the selfless realm, he sensed that the spiritual energy had already reached a part of his meridians that Linli had never seen before. Here, Linli could sense a terrifying aura. Linli believed that as long as he could break through here, he would be able to undergo tribulation at the next level. Since I've found it, I can't give up. Break for me. After finding the barrier, Lin Rei didn't hesitate. He gathered all his spirit energy and rushed towards the barrier to break through the tribulation. Ayo! Suddenly, Lin Rei's spirit energy turned into an awakened ancient beast and rushed towards the barrier with all its strength. Boom! After the spirit energy collided with the barrier, Lin Rei felt the terrifying aura behind the barrier. It was not something he could compare to now. Seeing this scene, Lin Rei became even more excited. He wanted to possess the power behind the barrier. If the first time doesn't work, then the second time. If the second time doesn't work, then the third time. I don't believe that I can't break through you today. Lin Rei seemed to be obsessed with the barrier. Once again, he gathered all his spirit energy and rushed towards the barrier. Boom, boom, boom. Once, twice, thrice. After countless efforts, Lin Rei's aura withered. His face was as pale as paper, without a trace of blood. Oh my god, this kid is crazy. The little dragon, who was sitting outside and feeling happy for Lin Rei, felt that something was wrong with Lin Rei. He checked Lin Rei's body and was shocked. Sigh, forget it. Who asked you to be my master? Seeing Lin Rei's appearance, the little dragon couldn't help but make a move. Lin Rei, hurry up and gather all your spirit energy to restore the meridians that you just destroyed. In a while, I will gather the spirit veins below Mirage Snow Mountain to help you break through the tribulation. After the little dragon finished speaking, he slapped the ground with one hand. Suddenly, some unknown runes began to slowly spread on the ground. Soon, a strange incantation appeared on the ground. The little dragon, who cast it, was much more illusory at this time. Cough cough you brat, if it wasn't for you, I might not have fallen into a deep sleep. But for you, it's worth it. With my Hongmeng spirit as the guide, thousands of cursed spirits are sacrificed. Immediately after the little dragon finished reciting the incantation, a terrifying spirit energy rushed out from the ground and instantly came to Lin Rei's side. It slowly entered Lin Rei's body. Huff! I'm only a spirit energy spirit. I'm only a spirit energy spirit. Although I've lived for a long time, I don't have any strength at all. I will be in a deep sleep for the next period of time. Maybe a year, maybe 2 years, maybe longer. In the following days, don't be impulsive. Think carefully when you encounter something. I don't know when I will wake up. Don't worry, I have already used the incantation to open up the spirit veins below. As long as you don't leave this place, the spirit veins underground will listen to your instructions. Take care. After speaking, the little dragon's body completely faded and disappeared without a trace. In the deepest part of the system, a 7-colored pill appeared, but it was a little dim. Goodbye, Lin Rei. Maybe I will wake up soon. It depends on when you can break through to a higher realm. At this time, the little dragon's voice came from the 7-colored egg. The voice was full of helplessness. Finally, the voice became softer and softer until it completely disappeared. At this time, Lin Rei, who was sitting in the snow, felt an inexhaustible spirit energy. His heart that had originally given up found hope again. As for the little dragon's words, Lin Rei didn't know at all. He only knew that this spirit energy was definitely related to the little dragon. That was all. Thank you. Seeing that his damaged spirit vein had recovered, Lin Rei began the second wave of attacks. Xueqi, who was tricked by Lin Rei, had already come to the place where the elders lived to discuss with them. However, the result was not very satisfactory. Xueqi, Do you know that even the Sect Master, a body integration realm cultivator, can't do anything about it? You easily believe that kid's words. If you come back and he runs away, who do you think will take responsibility for this matter? There are many people outside who have the intention to take over the sect. If that guy runs away and then spreads the news of the Sect Master's injury, have you thought of the consequences? Yes, Xueqi, you are usually quite smart. Why are you so anxious when something happens? The elders present were all doubtful of Xueqi's report. How could there be such a coincidence? When the Sect Master fell ill, a person who knew how to refine pills came to the sect. Moreover, he was seriously injured and just happened to be caught by the disciples of the sect. Coincidentally, he learned that the Sect Master was seriously injured by a demon beast and just happened to know how to refine pills. How could all the coincidences in the world come to the Snow Sect? But elders, have you ever thought that if that person really knows how to refine pills, then there's no harm in going and taking a look? If he doesn't know how to refine pills, at most, we just have to take a look. There's no loss. At this time, Xueqi could be said to have used all her strength to get the elders in front of her to the place where Lin Rei was. Boom! Just when everyone was silent after hearing Xueqi's words, a figure broke through the door and came to Xueqi's side with an excited face. He grabbed Xueqi's hand and said excitedly, "Brother Xueqi, junior sister, is what you said true? Can Master really be saved?" Did that person really say that he can refine the pill to save Master? Yes, it's true. That person really said it. Seeing that it was the ice-cold senior apprentice sister Xueyan, Xueqi repeated what Linli had told her earlier to senior apprentice sister Xueyan. That's right. I saw that person's eyes were firm and he didn't mean to lie, so I came back. But the elders are afraid of this and that, so they refuse to go. Hey Xueqi, you can't say that. That's right, what does a little girl like you know? For a time, all the elders present were anxious when they heard Xueqi's words. Well, quiet down. In that case, there's no harm in going out and taking a look. If there's nothing, just take it as going out for a stroll. At this time, a relatively older woman came out and said to these people. Judging from the way she spoke, it seemed that she had a lot of authority. Rumble, rumble. Just when everyone was about to go out and take a look at the person who could refine the pill, dark clouds suddenly covered the sky and a terrifying pressure swept over. It was a pressure that came from heaven and earth, something that cultivators couldn't display. What's going on? This pressure. How can this pressure be so powerful? With a poof, just as that woman who had a lot of authority and right to speak finished speaking, Xueqi, who had a lower cultivation, vomited blood and fainted. Quickly protect Xueqi. With his current cultivation, it's impossible for him to withstand the pressure from heaven and earth. In an instant, all the elders came together and used all their strength to resist the terrifying pressure. They also protected some of the weaker disciples around them. You all wait here. I'll go out and see what's going on. How can something like this happen in broad daylight? After she finished speaking, the woman walked out and closed the door. Dark clouds covered the sky and lightning was brewing in the dark clouds. When the woman saw this, she understood what was going on. Who's going through the tribulation in my sect? Doesn't he know that this kind of tribulation will kill the people of my sect? Chapter 121. At that moment, the elder of the Snow Sect was not worried about who was going through the heavenly tribulation, but about the lives of the disciples who were struggling under the heavenly tribulation. Thinking about that, the elder hurriedly went back to the room and said anxiously to the other elders, "Hurry up, I don't know who is going through the heavenly tribulation, but this is the most powerful heavenly tribulation I have ever seen in my life. It is not even recorded in the Shen Chronicles. The most important thing right now is to protect the weaker disciples of the sect. The heavenly tribulation will not affect you. Remember, you must protect the disciples of the sect." Then, the elder rushed out with a murderous look on her face. She wanted to see who was going through the heavenly tribulation in the Snow Sect. After receiving the order from the female elder, the disciples of the Snow Sect started to act. Suddenly, the sect was not in a panic. Some of the weaker disciples were killed by Lin Rei's heavenly tribulation. Although some of them were not dead, they were not far from death. Under the protection of the elders, 80% of the disciples of the Snow Sect were saved. As for the remaining 20%, because the number of elders was limited, as for the elder who went to look for the Tribulation Transcendence, he followed the Tribulation Transcendence to the entrance of the sect. He saw a person who was laughing crazily under the Tribulation Transcendence that was filled with dark clouds. However, the strange thing was that the man had white hair and looked like a teenager.
Humph. Who are you? Can't you see that I am going through the heavenly tribulation here? With your strength, you can only die in this heavenly tribulation area. It is not easy for you to reach your current level of cultivation. Hurry up and leave. Senior, please go somewhere else to undergo your tribulation. The pressure of your lightning tribulation has already seriously affected the weaker disciples in our sect. There are even some disciples who have been killed by the pressure of your lightning tribulation.
Oh. Hearing the woman's words, Linley frowned. The joy he had felt at having his cultivation base increased had completely vanished.
Now you want to send me away, but why did your people drag me up the mountain with a rope?
What?
When the woman heard Lin Rei's words, she was completely dumbfounded. What did he mean by, our people dragged you up the mountain? With your cultivation, how could anyone drag you down just because they wanted to? You must be joking. The best disciple in our house is only of the original level. How is it possible for them to be of that level? She wouldn't believe Lin Rei's words even if she was beaten to death. She more or less knew about the situation of her own sect's disciples.
If it was impossible in theory, then it was even more impossible in reality. Oh, but why do I remember that I sent a young lady called Xueqi to look for an elder of your sect?
What? Didn't she look for you? What?
Hearing this stranger say Xueqi's name, the woman suddenly remembered that Xueqi was talking about alchemists. Now, it seemed that this matter was true.
Senior, I'm sorry. It's all because the juniors of the sect are ignorant. They didn't know your cultivation level, so they offended you. However, they offended you, but you can't go through the heavenly tribulation in our Snow Sect. Do you know how many disciples of our sect will die because of you? Knowing the original story, the woman quickly apologized to Lin Rei.
But when she thought that the master was dragged up the mountain with a rope by Xueqi, the woman broke out in a cold sweat.
Well, in that case, quickly ask your people to withdraw from the Snow Sect. After I'm done with the heavenly tribulation, I will refine a pill to wake your sect master up. But before that, you must promise not to play tricks when I'm going through the heavenly tribulation. Do you understand? I understand. I will ask all the people of the Snow Sect to leave the sect. Senior, please be magnanimous and don't hurt my sect's disciples. Hearing Lin Rei's words, the woman quickly turned and walked outside to save her disciples. Okay. After seeing the woman leave, Lin Rei looked up at the sky with a dignified face. He was very unhappy. Damn, it hasn't even started yet?
Besides, that woman came in of her own accord.
You don't have to be so ruthless.
Just double my heavenly tribulation. Looking at the rolling thunder in the dark clouds in the sky, Linley's body couldn't help but tremble. However, there was no fear in his eyes. Instead, there was only excitement. Rumble, rumble. The heavenly tribulation in the sky seemed to have heard Lin Rei's words. For a moment, the thundercloud seemed to be disgusted with Lin Rei's words. In a flash, a heavenly tribulation struck down, aiming at Lin Rei. Humph. I don't believe that you're so strong that you can kill so many people with your puny heavenly tribulation. Looking at the bolt of lightning that was as thick as an arm, Linley thought back to what he had read in the novels of his previous life. Most cultivators, when undergoing tribulation, were unable to withstand the pain or the power of the tribulation and were killed. Linley's eyes were filled with contempt as he looked at the bolt of lightning that was attacking him. Break for me. He didn't have any weapons in his hands. Even the equipment that could withstand the heavenly tribulation was put away. Then, he rushed toward the heavenly tribulation with his bare hands. With a boom, Lin Rei's fist collided with the heavenly tribulation that was coming down. However, the heavenly tribulation seemed to have no power at all and was scattered by Lin Rei. Humph, you call this the heavenly tribulation that can kill a heavenly tribulation? Damn. This is not even as strong as a nascent soul cultivator. After seeing the heavenly tribulation, Lin Rei's originally excited heart calmed down.
He didn't expect the heavenly tribulation that he had been looking forward to for so long to be so weak. Under the protection of the elders of the Snow Sect, the people who had escaped were now at the foot of Mirage Snow Mountain. They looked at Lin Rei, who was fighting the heavenly tribulation in the sky, with incomparable shock and admiration in their eyes.
Elder, who do you think he is? Isn't he afraid of the heavenly tribulation?
Isn't it said that the heavenly tribulation has some great power and is a punishment for heaven-defying cultivators? But why did the one up there directly disperse the heavenly tribulation? This is only the first wave of the heavenly tribulation.
It's the weakest one. Just watch.
The heavenly tribulation after that is the most terrifying. After hearing the question, the powerful elder told him everything she knew.
All right, hurry up and watch. This will be good for your cultivation in the future.
Fearing that the disciples would ask again, the woman quickly said to the crowd,
"Oh yes, Elder."
After hearing the woman's words, the crowd turned their attention back to Lin Rei, who was fighting against the heavenly tribulation in the sky.
Come on. Let me see your true power. Let me see what the punishment of the Tendo is like.
Rumble, rumble. After hearing Lin Rei's provocation, the heavenly tribulation was completely infuriated by Lin Rei. The originally black heavenly tribulation turned red in the blink of an eye, and the pressure suddenly multiplied.
Don't think that I will give in just because you changed your color. Come on.
Seeing the heavenly tribulation above his head change color, Lin Rei was stunned for a moment. When he came to his senses, he saw a heavenly tribulation twice as thick as the one from the first heavenly tribulation was heading towards him.
Haha, good. Let me see your true strength.
After saying that, Lin Rei once again swung his fist towards the red heavenly tribulation.
Bang!
After Lin Rei collided with the heavenly tribulation was dispersed by Lin Rei, just like the first heavenly tribulation. But this time, Lin Rei was also injured. There was a trace of blood on his fist.
I didn't expect the power of the heavenly tribulation to increase.
It seems that I have underestimated this heavenly tribulation.
Boom!
Another bolt of tribulation lightning descended upon Linley. However, this bolt of tribulation lightning was even thicker than the previous one. This bolt of tribulation lightning was as thick as Linley's waist, and Linley fearlessly charged forward.
Bang! Crack!
Just when Lin Rei and the heavenly tribulation collided, the sound of bones cracking suddenly entered Lin Rei's ears. Cough, cough, cough. This heavenly tribulation is really increasing. This heavenly tribulation is much stronger than the previous two. It seems that I can't do it without a weapon. Looking at his broken hand, Lin Rei didn't care. He directly took out a healing pill from his storage ring and put it into his mouth. The broken bone was healing at a speed visible to the naked eye. After a while, the broken bone was restored to its original state.
Clang!
Lin Rei took out the Martial Emperor Godly Spear. Suddenly, Lin Rei's momentum and confidence soared.
Boom!
For a moment, after sensing Lin Rei's aura, the heavenly tribulation seemed to be retaliating for Lin Rei's previous disrespect. Two heavenly tribulations struck down.
Dang!
Lin Rei rushed forward with the Martial Emperor Godly Spear. With the Martial Emperor Godly Spear, Lin Rei directly dispersed the two heavenly tribulations. Seeing this scene, Lin Rei smiled, but he didn't let his guard down because he knew that this was just the beginning. The heavenly tribulation that was stronger than this was still to come. In this way, Lin Rei relied on the Martial Emperor Godly Spear to pass through the following heavenly tribulation. After the 79th heavenly tribulation, even Lin Rei, who always had the invincible divine spear, finally couldn't bear it anymore.
What should I do? How can I survive the last two heavenly tribulations?
The Martial Emperor Godly Spear can't be used anymore.
What should I do? Boom!
Just as Linley was fretting over what to do with the last two bolts of tribulation lightning, the 80th bolt of tribulation lightning came crashing down towards him. Its aura was fierce, and its power was extremely great. This was the combined power of the previous 79 bolts of tribulation lightning.
What should I do? What should I do?
Just when Lin Rei was worried, the heavenly tribulation had already arrived in front of him. After feeling the pressure from the heavenly tribulation, Lin Rei, who thought that he couldn't escape, pushed his hands up and unconsciously used the devouring cultivation method. Suddenly, a pure spiritual energy and thunderbolt force rushed along Lin Rei's arms to his dantian and all the acupoints and meridians in his body. The thunderbolt force was also divided into the body by the devouring cultivation method to temper the body. Feeling all this, Lin Rei smiled and was very excited. Part of it was because he didn't have to be killed by the heavenly tribulation, and part of it was because he got the energy to temper the body. Come on, the last heavenly tribulation. As long as I survive this heavenly tribulation, I will be a real heavenly tribulation cultivator. After getting the way to survive the heavenly tribulation, Lin Rei's arrogant look came back and he provoked the heavenly tribulation in the sky. Boom! The last heavenly tribulation struck down on Lin Rei. Its momentum was more ferocious than before, as if it wanted to destroy Lin Rei. Humph, come on. Name, Lin Rei. Age, 16. Cultivation. Peak of the next stage of the heavenly tribulation experience. 1 billion 3 billion, spiritual roots. Thunder, fire, wood, metal, 4 chaos spiritual roots. Talent. Tribulation transcendence. Next. Cultivation method. Chaos scripture first level, incomplete. Devouring heavenly technique, growable, Hongmeng alchemy, entry-level cultivation method. Cloud art, emperor level cultivation method. Martial skills. Butterfly steps, entry-level. Star finger, proficient, silent. Thunder spear art, high-level profound martial skill, now practiced to the entry level, can produce 3 thunderbolts. Myriad sword art, heaven level. Spiritual treasure, martial emperor godly spear, high-level spiritual chi, growable. Myriad magic sword, no grade. Myriad beasts furnace equipment. Cloud stepping boots, spiritual weapon upper grade. Purple cloud robe, spiritual weapon upper grade. Purple cloud inner armor, spiritual weapon upper grade. Purple jade crown, immortal weapon lower grade. Purple jade wood king hairpin, immortal weapon lower grade. Mount. Red flame tiger, nascent soul lower grade. Lucky draw wheel. 5 War General Lottery system. The War General Lottery opportunity has been used up. This system has been permanently sealed. Reputation value, 80,000 exchange points. 3,000 spiritual stones. 0 earth level alchemist. 10000500000. Top spiritual medicine, heaven and earth treasure. 50 kilograms of purple gold nephrite. 50 kilograms of purple gold sandside mission. Within the next 5 years, take in 5 of the best disciples. Each disciple must have top-notch aptitude. In 5 years, your disciples must make a name for themselves in the entire mysterious heavenly mainland. If you can't complete it within 5 years, you will be directly erased by the system. Just like the previous mission. Pills. 11 mind control pills. 1,000 mind control pills. Chapter 122. Ha ha ha. Lin Rei couldn't help but throw his head back and laugh uproariously. His laughter was filled with the power of a low-level tribulation, and as a result, Lin Rei's laughter filled the air for thousands of kilometers around him. Of course, the closest snowy school disciples were the ones who suffered injuries from Lin Rei for the second time. Ah! Master, I can't take it anymore. That senior's cultivation base isn't something I can fight against. Lin Rei had no idea that because of his carelessness, he had caused another casualty in the snowy school. Elders, unleash your cultivation base to fight back against that senior's laughter. Do your best to block it out. Don't let the other disciples hear it. Yes, sir. We didn't fail you. After saying that, all the elders spread out. The 7 elders gathered all the disciples and released their cultivation with all their strength, surrounding all the disciples in the barrier they created. Are you all feeling better? Looking at the disciples of the Snow Sect, the most authoritative female elder asked them with a distressed look on her face. Great Elder, this time our sect has lost several disciples, but fortunately, it's not as serious as before. It's just that some of the disciples are already afraid now. I reckon that after they recover, it will leave a psychological shadow in their hearts. At this time, the child who had been picked up by the Snow Sect master looked at the situation of the sect disciples, and then truthfully reported to the Great Elder. AI. There's nothing we can do about it. Who told you to drag him back? It's all heaven's will. The Grand Elder shook her head and sighed. Her eyes were filled with helplessness. I'm sorry. I didn't know that person would break through at a time like this. I really didn't know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That female disciple looked at the dead and injured disciples. Thinking that this scene was caused by the people she had dragged back, she was filled with guilt. She hurriedly turned to her fellow disciples and apologized with a voice filled with guilt. Tears flowed down her face uncontrollably. "Ai, don't cry." Although more disciples died this time, as long as that senior is willing to save the sect master, everything will be fine in the future. Looking at the female disciple's sorrowful face, the first elder could not bear to dissuade her and consoled her. Will it really get better?" Hearing the first elder's words, the woman looked at her with a puzzled expression. It will. It will definitely get better." After saying that, the first elder came to the crying woman's side and hugged her in his arms to comfort her. Looking at the two of them, the scene suddenly quieted down. Everyone was immersed in their sorrowful emotions, unable to extricate themselves. The main culprit behind all of this laughed for a long time. After venting all of his excitement, he stopped laughing. Looking up at the mountain gate of the Snow Sect, a smile appeared on Linley's face as he walked towards it. Given Linley's current speed, all he had to do was take a single step, and by the time he reappeared, he was already 100 meters away. Before long, Linley had arrived at the place where the Snow School disciples were gathered. Looking at them, Linley had an apologetic look on his face. "Well, hurry up and withdraw. If this continues, your cultivation will be exhausted. At that time, as long as someone comes, they will be able to kill all of you elders." Looking at the haggard complexions and weak auras of those who had set up the barrier, one could tell that they had expended a great deal of energy. Phew! After seeing Lin Rei come out, all of the elders could no longer support themselves and directly fell to the ground, including the first elder of the Snow Sect. "Haha, I told you, look at this." Seeing that they had fallen, Lin Rei quickly came to their side and took out the pills that he had concocted in the past to restore spiritual power and mental strength. Immediately, he gave one to each of the 7 elders. Soon, Lin Rei was very confident in his alchemy skills. Not long after taking the pills, all of the elders who had fainted stood up in high spirits. After seeing Lin Rei again, they all bowed respectfully. "Senior, thank you for saving our lives. According to the previous agreement, please refine the pills to save our sect master's life." After speaking, all of the elders fell to their knees, including the remaining disciples of the Snow Sect. All of them knelt on the ground and looked at Lin Rei with pleading eyes. "Okay, I promise you." Seeing their actions, Lin Rei quickly agreed and said with a guilty expression, "Get up, all of you. Even if you didn't do this, I would still go save your sect master. Originally, I didn't mean to come here. If it weren't for your sect disciples, I wouldn't be here. Everything is the will of the heavens." "Thank you, Senior." After hearing Lin Rei agree to save the sect master, everyone became excited and quickly thanked Lin Rei. "Well, let's go inside the sect and discuss it. Besides, I can't refine pills here." With that, Lin Rei ignored them and walked directly into the Snow Sect. Now that Lin Rei was at the peak of the next stage of the tribulation, even without the guidance of the disciples of the Snow Sect, Lin Rei could accurately find their library, let alone the place where the sect master rested. Soon, Lin Rei came to the place where the sect master rested according to the exploration of his divine sense. Walking forward, he saw that it was a woman who looked like a fairy and her cultivation was not low. She was already in the body integration realm, but now she was in a coma. If she woke up, Lin Rei believed that this woman would have the ability to charm thousands of men with a glance. "Senior, our sect master, it's nothing. She was just poisoned by the devil ape." "It's not a big deal, but if she can find the pill to save her in 2 days, she won't make it past the next night." Seeing that the elders of the Snow Sect had arrived, Lin Rei told them about the situation of the Snow Sect. "Then what can you do to refine the pill for our sect master?" Hearing Lin Rei's words, the great elder showed a worried look. He asked excitedly, "You can go out. I'll refine it here. Remember, when I'm refining the pill, no one can come in. If anyone dares to disobey my orders, you know my strength." But the elders of the Snow Sect wanted to say something, but Linley waved his hand and threw them out without any resistance. "It's finally quiet. For the sake of the innocent disciples of your sect who died, I'll refine a detoxification pill for you out of kindness, but I didn't say that I wouldn't add anything to it. After sending all the elders out, Lin Rei turned his head and said to the unconscious sect master of the Snow Sect who was lying on the bed.
His tone was full of evil. Poison purging pill. An earth-grade pill. Although I've never tried to refine one, it shouldn't be that bad, right?
If Linley's words were heard by all the alchemists in the profound sky continent, they would definitely pick up their cleavers and chase Linley through the streets to chop him up. Clear spirit grass, dimension grass, jade fruit, rootless water, scarlet flame grass, and so on. Looking at the ingredients for the poison cleansing pill in front of him, a confident smile appeared on Linley's face. Then, he began to refine it. With a boom, a blood-colored flame shot out from Linley's palm, instantly wrapping up all the ingredients for the poison cleansing pill in front of him with the illusory blood fire and dragging them into the air. With the sky as the furnace, the illusory spirit as the fire, the illusory spirit as the fire. After chanting an incantation, the blood fire wrapped the ingredients of the poison purging pill in the air instantly began to refine. Slowly, after the essence of the ingredients was refined, Lin Rei began to condense the pill. For this step, Lin Rei had done it countless times in the past. This time, he was even more familiar with it. Pill done. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Lin Rei put away the blood fire and his palms sucked in the air. In an instant, more than 30 poison purging pills appeared in the bottle prepared by Lin Rei. Haha, it seems that I can only break through to the heaven rank in the Black Forest. I just don't know if they have a way to do it. Thinking that Red Lotus gave him a limited amount of time to save her, Lin Rei couldn't wait to turn around and directly took out a soul-controlling pill and a poison-purging pill and placed them in the mouth of the sect master of the Snow Sect and used his spiritual energy to help her digest. Haha, from now on, you are a part of my Xuanzong sect. Looking at the sect master of the Snow Sect who ate the soul-controlling pill, Lin Rei's face showed a sinister smile. Just as Lin Rei's heart was beating fast, the sect master of the Snow Sect woke up and looked at the smiling Lin Rei. She was stunned for a moment. You? Who are you? Why are you in my room? Saying that, the sect master of the Snow Sect who ate the soul-controlling pill wanted to get up and fight Lin Rei, but the soul-controlling pill had already begun to take effect. Master, subordinate Xue Wushuang, the 109th sect master of the Snow Sect, greets Master. Haha. Get up. Don't call me Master in the future. It sounds awkward. Just call me Young Master from now on. Looking at Xue Wushuang's appearance, Lin Rei knew that she had become a puppet under the effects of the soul-controlling pill. I will obey Young Master's order. When they come in, you will say that you voluntarily decided to join the Xuanzong sect in order to repay me for saving your life, understand? Yes, I will obey Young Master's order. At this moment, the sect master of the Snow Sect, Xue Wushuang, had become a subordinate who only knew to listen to Lin Rei's orders. Other than Lin Rei, no one else's orders were effective. Okay, I will go out first. After you solve all of this, bring the elders of the Snow Sect to see me. Seeing that the matter had been resolved, Lin Li hurriedly gave a second order to Xue Wushuang before disappearing on the spot. You're tuning in to the Xueqi's Martial Arts Saga YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.